Morning, Jose. So I should make sure my mic is on. Yeah, my mic is on. Okay. Just share the stream real quick. Morning, Jess. Okay, so we're going to start off today. I'm doing pretty good. I actually got a lot of sleep last night. And after a week of almost no sleep, it was much needed. Dude, I hate when Microsoft is like, you want your window to go here. And I'm like, no, that's not how I want it. Stop it. I'm sure you can turn that off somewhere. Morning, John. Morning, Kieran. Appreciate that. Get all my windows in order here. So my AC went off. So last Saturday when I was streaming, it felt really hot in here, but I never got up to like turn the air down or anything. I was just like, that's weird. Like, it hasn't been hot in here in a while. Like I've had it at 78 or whatever and it's been doing fine, the AC. I'd had them out twice in the last couple months because the AC was not doing well. But each time they came out, like the first time I didn't think really a whole lot changed, but I was like, okay, it's fine, it's still manageable. And then the second time I was like, okay, whatever he did worked because it's stayed fine at 78. I did see Ghost Yote is getting a DLC story, and I'm very excited about it. I actually already purchased it. I already pre-ordered it. There's very few things I'll pre-order, but that one I snatched up immediately. And so when I was streaming last Saturday, I was thinking, man, I'm just really hot. And like when the stream is done, I need to go try to turn the AC down a little bit. See if I can get it cool in here. Well, it actually stopped working completely. So it had been warm Friday night. But again, by the time I woke up Saturday morning, I didn't really think anything of it. And so my AC was out like all day Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. And it got so hot in here. So I did no Fortnite streaming because I couldn't keep the PlayStation on that long. Because it was like 90 to 94 degrees in the apartment. So I didn't sleep well for like 3 days straight. I did not sleep well. I'm going to buy one of these Criollos because I want to showcase a Criollo because they're on discount this month. I'm just like, what do I think I already have a Luna, but we're just going to get this and go Luna. Hey, Cohen, how's it going? We'll just have 2 Lunas for now until I come up with another name, but I'd like to get off the screen here. So yeah, I did not get much sleep early in the week. Yeah, there's my Luna is normally my, this piebald color. We could actually almost go High Plains cutting saddle. That's not bad. Yeah, that's actually not a bad saddle, but we're gonna discard. We might go Cougar. What was the other one I was thinking would be? We could go Collector just because it's Collector month, and maybe I'll go Collector. We'll totally go Collector here. We'll go Collector Saddlebag. I was playing Fortnite last night and someone chased me out of the bus to give me a cube 0 point. Nice. Can someone chase me off? Except I would just keep running. Like, they'd never be able to catch me. I'd be like, no, get away. Because I wouldn't know. I'd be like, get away from me. And we got to go Lantern, of course. That's also a collector item. It's cool because right now, you don't have to use Sprite Dust to buy back. So it'd be nice if a lot of people do that. If I get more 0 points of cubes, I'll totally do that. Or Grims, I'll totally do that. I'll go in and I'll just start throwing them at people. I'll be like, here, you get a 0 point. You get a 0 point. Everybody gets a 0 point. Because that's what the community should be doing right now, honestly. And then there's going to be the assholes that, like, try to kill you anyway, because they're assholes. All right, let's get out of the stable. Let's hope the Ghost of Yote DLC story is better than the Claws of Awaji. I'm assuming it will be, just because for me, Yote was so much better than Shadows. We're also going to put on a collector outfit. Look at this good-looking horse here. The Criollos are nice. They're a little bit on the smaller side. So if you've been thinking about getting a Criollo, I just wanted to kind of get one and pull one out. This is the one I usually get, but all of the coats aren't bad. The dun's not bad. The blue isn't. I forgot. The blue is my main on Gypsy Night, yeah, on my secondary account. But you can see it's kind of a smaller horse, so you can see my character standing next to it, my female character. You can see it's kind of on the smaller side. But the coats are pretty good, and it's a good little horse. So we're going to go full-on collector. We're going to change our... I'm going to change our outfit here. So I got the gem 0 point last night by doing the quests. And I know that I'm going to get a bunch today. And I have somebody that can give me them if I need it. The only one I really want still, I don't really care about the rest of them, is probably the Gummy 0 point. And, like, maybe the Galaxy 0 point. Like, those are the ones, like, I definitely want. I have 2 lucky locators. And then all the, like, bonus stuff is coming up today and the next couple days. So I'm assuming I'll be fine to get the ones that I need. I still need all the 0 points except default and gem. And then I need the cube Grim, the Galaxy Grim, and the Gold Grim. But I don't really care about the Gold Grim at all. If I get the cube... wait, is it Galaxy? Yeah, I think it's Galaxy Grim. If I get the cube, great. I'm assuming, so I got a bunch of Grims one night when, like, the drop rates were increased, and I'm assuming that they messed up and those are going to be the drop rates for now, like, after the event. And if so, I bet I start getting Grims again. Okay, so guys, if you weren't here last week, this is the outfit for the month that was created by, I got it right here, Victorian Cowgirl. Okay, I actually might save this. This is not a bad outfit. Do I have any I can delete? Ooh, let's delete this one. I probably would never wear this one again. Let's save this one, and we'll say... Vic... Cowgirl. I don't know if I can fit the whole name on there. Okay, and then let's put on a roll outfit. Yeah, I have Iron Mouse. Hey, Cassie, I have everything... oh, I appreciate that, Cohen. I will definitely let you know. I'm assuming that I'll be fine. I really want to get them. Like, I really want to pull them out of a chest. I'm putting off getting them from anybody because I really just want that satisfaction of pulling them out of a chest. I know that sounds probably like weird, but okay. So let's go collector outfit. Could try and split. Oh, can I not? Do I have to put it on first and then split it? I like these tops. The pants, I don't know how I feel about the pants, the wide pant. Hey, Braytech, how's it going? Are we talking about Iron Mouse? It took a couple matches to get her, but I did get her. Yeah, I don't like the pants. Why didn't like the pants? I'm not, even in real life, I don't like the wide pant leg. I think I look better with a boot cut pant leg. Like, not a skinny jean pant leg, but like a nice curved. I think I have to put on it first and then switch it. No, I don't remember how. Oh, okay, yeah, that's how we do it. Okay. So let's do lower garments. Or we could do opposite. I don't know, that looks weird. Bell bottoms, I like them. Yeah, I think just my body shape does not look really good in wide leg, like wide leg or bell bottom type pants. Well, I mean, bell bottoms are a little different because they are more fitted through the top and then they flare at the bottom. But I just personally think I don't look that good in them. So I feel like I don't think my character looks that good in them either. All right, we're going to take the hat off though because we hate the hat. All right, so here we go. Here's our collecting outfit and collecting horse. Pretty good looking, pretty good looking. I think I was here last week. Was it when I asked you about your hangover? I don't remember you asking me about a I haven't had a hangover in a really long time. I might have gotten a noise complaint for my brother's house tonight. Oops. Oops. I get that 100%. I need the Galaxy Dream, Gummy Llama, and either holofoil or cube duck. Then I can use my lucky locators. I'm trying to find someone to trade. I'll be on later today for sure. You don't have the Galaxy Dream? That's crazy. I have the Galaxy Dream. I've got the Gummy Llama. I should have all the ducks as well. I don't think I'm missing any. Because the only ones I'm missing are 0 points and... yeah, 0 points in Grim. So I'm happy to give you if you want any of them. Now, the drop rates are going to go up a bunch tonight after the event, so you may just pull them. But I'm surprised. The Gummy Llama was hard to get. I traded for that one. Like Rose got that one, and I got her. And I don't need a trade. Like you can just give you whatever too. I don't need to trade for it necessarily. Oh, why did it gave me camp over here? That's crazy. Okay, let me pull up the Gene Roki map. Oh, something I wanted to do for somebody too. Somebody was talking about the coupon. I think it's for a role item. Let's see if I can see. Oh, it is an initiation. Okay. 10 gold bars off any specialist role initiate item. So they should be able to get 10 gold bars or 10 gold bars off. Use this offer with any special role. Get to an initiation of your choice. Interesting. Okay. So they were asking me, they were like, I can't use the 10 gold bars off to get naturalist. Let me see if I can just find that video real quick because I'm going to leave another comment. I think I'm about to get run over. Okay. Sorry. It does appear the 10 gold bars coupon is for a role. How are you trying to purchase naturalist? I will log into my secondary character later today to see what happens. Sorry, just want to reply back to this person. They were basically saying, how do I use this 10 gold bar coupon? It doesn't show when I try to start the naturalist role. Has anybody used this coupon to like buy a role? And I was thinking, I hadn't seen the coupon. I think this is the role gating item they were talking about. And I'd never heard them refer to it that way before. And so I was like, I don't know. Oh, good. Madame Nazar is up in, right up above me. So I can go up and sell some stuff before I start collecting. This is good. I was like, I don't know. I haven't like, I haven't used one of those in a while. Hey, Madowix. I'm sorry, my brain's not working today. I got like almost 10 hours of sleep last night. I think I got too much sleep. My brain's like sluggish. My brain's like sluggish. I have played a little bit of Division 2, but it just wasn't, it didn't grab my attention. Cohen, are you in Discord? I'm trying to figure out what would be the easiest way to like tag you, or for you to tag me. Are you on PlayStation, or are you on another platform? Because if you're on another platform, we're gonna have to become Epic friends. And so I'm gonna have. I haven't done that in a really long time. I'm such a noob. If you're on PlayStation, I'm gonna have you add me on PlayStation if you're not already a friend. If you're on a different platform, we're gonna have to figure out. I am not, but I'm. Oh, you're on PlayStation. Okay, cool. If you have not. Oops. I just want to make sure that my PSN is correct on here. It's black X_X night. It should be popping up in chat here. If you're not on my friends list, can you send me a friend request? My picture is Jin Sakai. It's down here on the bottom right if you can see it. That's what mine looks like. If you could just send me a friend request, that'd be perfect. That way later I can send, one of us can like send a message on PlayStation or whatever. And I'm apparently not in the right spot. I didn't go down far enough. Howdy, Scarlet. How's it going? Oops, that is a bear. No. No. Alright, we'll come back for the arrowhead. I'm gonna go down and sell my collections real quick. We're having some struggles with that one. See, look how pretty this little Criollo is. This is a very striking coat. I'll admit I was a little bit disappointed when Collector Roll first dropped because the pictures made it seem like it was black and white. But the brown and white is very pretty. I'm just more partial to blacks on horses. Gonna log in and do some collecting. Nice. I need to mark and start getting some full collections. So I need to mark, and I'm next week I'm gonna try to do a collector run. And then if anybody is on PlayStation and on my friends list wants to try to join. But I do need to see, I'll put something official on YouTube and Discord if I'm going to do that. My God, this music is so loud. The only problem is I need to see what my classes are going to be like, because I'm doing my 2 basic classes for my next degree, and it's like a math class and a writing class. I'm not excited about it. I need to see how intense the writing class is going to be, because I might have to not do a collector run and just do my normal stream.
But it's worth selling.
Perfect. Well, I'm going to assume that's you. Just sent me a request through because I just saw something pop up on my phone.
Mundane, but I will take it.
Quite mundane, but I will take it. I'm a little worried about the college composition class because I haven't had to do like writing for school in a while, and it's not that I'm a bad writer, it's that I don't care about proper writing. Like, I don't care about writing educational papers at all.
I confess I underestimated you. Not a bad find.
1 coin left and it's driving me crazy. Which coin is your your rare one that you can't get?
These out. Another. All right.
All right, I need to get away from this music. I cannot hear anything.
The whole set is worth your while. Charming but commonplace.
Commonplace.
One more? Sure. Very well. I pay more
for the whole set, you know.
All right.
But it's worth selling these as a set, you know. Girl.
You have a few of those,
I have a few of everything. Shut up.
Not a bad find.
Damn.
Right.
Howdy,
Mundane,
Jessica.
but
How's it going?
I will take it. Another. All right.
Oh no, we locked up. That's how many items we had to sell. I gotta sell some of those coins though. I hope that's the last bunch I have to sell. I had no sleep. I had a puppy playing soccer on my back last night.
Very well.
I paid more for the whole set, you know. Can I have that obsidian? No, it's my only one. Right? Is that my only one? My only obsidian? Dude. I'm locking up with every one of these that I sell now. Let me see if I have to sell anything else when I can move again. Okay, no. Alright, I'm gonna sell one more of these.
One more? Sure.
Oh, Kieran, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I honestly can't believe we're at 9K. Because this game is like, not a whole lot's happening with this game. Goodness. So it's amazing to me that people are still like finding, like new players are starting the story all the time. And they're like finding mostly like my Panther and my Moose video. And I think that's how we're continuing to grow, which is just wild to me. I'm glad the guides are helpful. That's why I do them. I'm thinking about redoing some guides, and I'm going to be doing, I want to do like a saddle guide. Not a saddle guide, but like a saddle show off. Because I know it's really hard to see the saddles in the stable. So I'm thinking about going through and like getting all the saddles and pulling them out and like, like getting footage on them. I will spend a lot of money doing that, but goodness, but I have plenty of money on this account, so I think that's okay. I have 7 or more of every arrowhead but the obsidian. I think I just have the one obsidian. Yeah. So that's my rare one too, but I did find one. I found that recently too. You may have been here when I found that. Oh wait, do I have all of them? No, I don't have all of them. I am missing... Yeah, I'm missing the agate. I actually don't have a full set. I have 4 quartz though. Morning, David. How's it going? My day's been pretty good so far. I actually woke up late. I didn't wake up until like 8:30. It's pretty late for me, but I was pretty tired after the week. Yeah, so it's crazy to me that we're at 9K and like pushing toward 10K. Like that's blows my mind. It goes to show that even after all this time, like new people are still hopping in, new people are starting online, new people are starting story, and like I wish Rockstar would pay attention to us. I have 100K and somehow I feel poor. I think there is something nice about having enough money that you don't ever have to worry about like it dipping down past a certain point, which is what I like in the game. I do that in like even in Disney Dreamlight. I've got like 10 million coins now. I don't need that much, but like stuff can get expensive. I can't see. So it's like I just like having that cushion so that I know that I can buy whatever I want. Whenever I want, I don't have to worry about it. Okay, is this the one in this corner or do I have to keep going down? I think I have to keep going down. Oh, it is here. Okay, sweet. Give me an agate. Please. Please. Ooh. Chipped. Howdy, real time. How's it going? So is anybody a Kingdom Hearts fan? I saw Cyber posted on our Discord, like our Discord chat, the new Kingdom Hearts that's going to be coming out, I guess. Did you get the money using the Lake Isabella glitch? No, actually all of my money other than a couple thousand is legit. There was a time where I did do the fish glitch. If you remember that one, it was outside. You would go outside Valentine, you would go down to the river and you'd get the, is it the Northern Pike, I think? And if you put one on the back of your horse and then got another Northern Pike and like swapped it off, you would combine. So you could get like 10 Northern Pike on the back of your horse, and you can go sell them. So that one's kind of like labor intensive. Like you have to do a bunch, and I did about a couple thousand of that. And the reason for that was way back when, at the beginning of the game, it was so unstable that I would like be finishing up a mission and getting ready to like turn in whatever to like the stranger mission, whatever, and the game would disconnect. And I would disconnect right before finishing the mission all the time, and I couldn't get any money because I was like disconnecting so frequently. And I was like, you know what? When I heard of that glitch, I was like, you know what? I need to upgrade this ability card, and I'm going to do this a couple times to get enough cash to upgrade my ability, like 2 ability cards or whatever that I was looking at. I was like, because I was so pissed off at Rockstar that I kept disconnecting. And I was like, man, you need to stabilize your game. This is ridiculous. Like, I'm spending so much time, like, I'm waiting down the time, trying to get more money, and the game's disconnecting every time. And if you turn it in fast, which I had to start doing, you get like $3. So yeah. So that was the only glitch I did. I did it for a couple thousand, I admit. But the rest of it is actually all just from collecting mostly. I used to do full collector runs back when collector items were not random. And so I would spend like 7-8 hours and do like a full, and like collect every single card, every single arrowhead, every single coin on the map. So yep. I definitely invested a lot of time in this game, getting my money up. Okay, let's see. On the bed upstairs. I would also never, and this is like, if you do it, as long as you're not using it to hurt other players, I don't care who does glitches and cheats and stuff. But I will say, I might get shot walking in here. Oh, this guy's also getting a card. Doop doop doo. On the bed upstairs. We might get a gun to the face. He was waiting. Maybe he's AFK. I don't know. I will never do glitches that involve like real money in-game currency. So like gold, for example. I will never do a glitch that involves gold because they can always come back and ban your account or reset your account if it's anything that involves something you can buy with real money. So in Red Dead, you can buy gold bars with real money, like actual money. And that's where you have to be really careful. Because while at this point they probably would never go back, if they decide to start updating Red Dead again, there was a glitch in GTA. Now, I never played GTA, but I heard about it from some the group I was playing with at the time. There was a glitch in GTA that people had done years previous and had gotten like money, like they've gotten the in-game currency that you can purchase. And they wiped their accounts back and like took stuff, and they even took stuff that like they had legitimately earned that were like exclusive items over the years, and they like reset all of their accounts. And I was like, you just never know. Like, you never know if Rockstar would be like, yeah, we're gonna start updating again, but we're gonna do a reset on anybody who did the Isabella glitch so that they don't have that gold, because we want you to buy gold from us. And so I'll never do a glitch that involves the real in-game currency, personally, because I don't want my account to be in jeopardy ever. I only have 800k in this game. That's really good. You really don't need more than that. Honestly, you don't need more than 100k in this game for the most. Like, once you have everything, like, there's nothing new, so you just really don't need it. I like to have the money so I can, again, if I'm going to do the saddle video, I'm going to spend a lot of money buying and discarding saddles. That's why I like to have the money, because I'll do a horse video, and I'll get 10 horses for a video, and it's just easier to not have to worry about cash. And this is my only account now that I can do that on, because my secondary account, I'm down to, like, almost no money on it, because that's what I was doing. And so it's nice to have a main account that I can do that. Right now I don't have a lot of horses I want to discard, so it is harder. I'd rather have the cash on my secondary account to get horses for videos, but it's not the way it worked out. Hey, Cap, how's it going? How's your second Crimson Desert playthrough going? Oh, I didn't even look at the dailies or anything. We can do that. We can look at the dailies. It's not necessarily they stopped updating the game. It's going to be a, it was going to be a masterpiece. Yeah, I mean, the story is a masterpiece, but like online could have been so incredible. And like, I enjoy online. I enjoy it for what it is, and I'll probably be playing it until I can't play it anymore. But like, it could have been so much better online. There's so many things they could have done.
Oh, why don't you stop for a minute?
I like to do the armor glitch. It's funny to see players' reactions. Yeah, I've never done that one, but I hear that's pretty fun. Like any of the clothing glitches, I think are pretty fun. I just don't go out of my way to do them, honestly. But like, I'm of the mindset, like, I don't care if you use a cheat or a glitch or whatever, as long as you're not harming other players. So if you're using a cheat to go in and like kill players either in free roam or like in PvP, and you're killing them because you have a cheat or you've done a glitch of some sort, like the beaver hat glitch, then you're a terrible person. That's how I feel. Your gameplay should never negatively impact another player's gameplay. And if it does, then you should reevaluate your life choices. And that's just how I feel about it. And a lot of people would be like, well, it doesn't matter. It's just a game. Sure, but you're ruining somebody else's gameplay experience for your own, like, you know, gratification or whatever. So... the invincibility glitch in Emerald Station is annoying. Yeah. I'm enjoying the second playthrough of Crimson Desert. Nice. I would like to get back into that, but I just haven't had the bandwidth for it, honestly. I have, freaking Assassin's Creed Black Flag right now, and, oh, dude, it's rough. I just, like, can't get into it. I'm so sad I spent the $60. I'm so sad. I'm like, can somebody just send me $60? No, please don't. Nobody send me $60. But I was like, man, what a terrible purchase that was. I was like, I should have waited. I should have waited till it was on sale. I feel so bad. I'm sure I'll get back into it at some point, but like now with Ghost of Yote dropping this DLC too, I'm like, ooh, that's coming like September 1st. I'm excited. Is it September 1st or October 1st? Wait a minute, it might be October 1st. I think it's October 1st now that I think about it. Oh yeah, someone said they're not even buying Oh, Matawix says I'm not even buying GTA at this stage. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I will or will not. It's really just gonna depend on... I don't know. It'll take a lot for me to buy it. I'm gonna have to see something like that really piques my interest in some gameplay upcoming. Now, we do have that first look coming soon, which is dropping on Netflix and then dropping on YouTube later that day. We've got that coming up, so I want to see that. What I will not do is buy it just to stream it for people because, like, I'm not a GTA streamer and there's plenty of channels that are going to be streaming it, and so I don't want to spend $100, you know, just because, like, it may bring some people to the channel. Like, I don't care about that. Ah, David, your birthday is the same. You said August 4th? It's my dad's birthday. Happy birthday. Happy belated birthday. Do I have you on my birthday list? I don't think I do. I don't remember you on my birthday list. Oh, I do have you on my birthday list. That's right. It's just I don't stream during the middle of the week. Happy belated. I really hope Pearl Abyss makes an online version. That would be cool. But the thing is that they have Desert, whatever, like the other one, Black Desert, something Desert, which is their online like MMO, and I don't really want it like that. I want it more open world, like Crimson Desert, just like online multiplayer. It's gonna be very hard to cheat in GTA 6 online because Rockstar will be on it. They're definitely more intense about cheating in GTA for sure than they are in Red Dead. Mexico glitch with jump in bridge very event. Yeah, that like those kind of things are fun. Like those kind of glitches which don't affect anybody negatively and they don't like cost Rockstar money. Those things are fun. Getting to Mexico, the bridge glitch. Oops. I was trying not to kill anything today. Oh, Criollo. Oh, I see how it is. Ooh, she dumped me so fast. I haven't had a horse dump me that fast in quite a while. We are low bonding, but I don't have the best of luck with Criollos always, so all the time. I've gotten back into DOC Legends. Have you played it? I played a tiny bit of Legends, Cap, but it's really hard to play solo. And unfortunately, the person I played duo stuff with, one, we're not really gaming together right now, and two, they don't have Yote, so. Cyber has it too, though. If I really wanted to play it, like, I could connect with you guys and be like, hey, let's do some Legends, but I don't know. It wasn't, to me, I liked Tsushima Legends a lot, and Yote Legends didn't give me the same feel, I think. I think some of the very few griefers I've come across lately seem to be people who have a limited imagination after reaching higher levels and have nothing better to do. Oh, 100%. It's actually gone down a lot, I think. It used to be really bad a couple years ago because the game was still, like, being updated a little bit. It still hadn't completely... Now it's, like, a couple years later, and, like, they're still not updating the game, so, like, a lot of the griefers, I feel like, have moved on to other games. There was a time where the griefing was pretty bad, but, like, I don't encounter it too much anymore. It is hard solo. You really need at least one friend. Exactly. Yeah. I tried a little bit and I was like, this is so hard. Like, it's so much harder than Tsushima too, I felt like. Because I could do a bunch of the stuff in Tsushima solo, but... Alright. Let's try and get our... I currently moved to PC from PlayStation. There's not as many cheaters as they say. I've been enjoying it. I only moved because I'm going into the Navy soon. Nice. Yeah, I think it depends on the lobby you're in. The problem with PC is it's just a lot easier for people to mod and cheat. But I imagine it's not as bad as it used to be, just because, again, griefing overall, I think, is down in Red Dead just because the game is in the state it's in. I know you're here somewhere. Where are you? Am I missing a pop-up? Yeah, there we go. If you ever find the time to try, just send me an invite. Sounds good. I can count on one hand the bad experiences I've had since I started Red Dead in July. Yeah, like, it used to be a lot worse, so, like, yeah. Every time I run into a modder, I find a new session, which is good. Are these more wolves? No, those are coyotes. Coyotes! Ooh, there's an eagle egg all the way down here. Nice. I don't know why I decided to go up into the snow. I'm on PC. I never minded the random mod attacks. Like, I was once killed by a group of young jacks for a story. That was pretty funny. Like, the stuff that's funny is cool. Like, as long as it's not, again, as long as you have a laugh and then can move on or, like, go about your business. It's the stuff where they, like, prevent you from doing anything and, like... That's when it's annoying. I saw, like, mod stuff once where, like, people spawned in the lions to attack you, like a bunch of the lions from story mode. Yep. I've had tons more fun in Red Dead than bad moments. 100%. Absolutely. And for me personally, like, when somebody attacks or greets me, like, I just quit out and find a new session now. Like, I don't care. It used to annoy me when I'd be trying to do something and I'd like lose whatever I was doing, but that was back when I was getting money. So I like get it if you're a newer player and you lose out on like a sale or money because somebody's stupid. Like, I totally understand. For me at this point, it's like, I got all the money, I got all the cash, I don't care. Like, you can blow up every wagon of mine and like, I'm not negatively impacted at all. All right, I gotta get up. Where's my stairs? I know there's stairs somewhere, but... Let me up! Let me up! Ah, yes. Raining in the snow. Love to see it. Love to see it. Do you have or know any channels that go over various room events? I'm still confused about how Manhunt works. I just can't figure out where to take the bounties. So for Manhunt, you grab the bounties and then there's bounty wagons all over. You can see them on your mini-map and you just drop them off there. I don't know. I'm sure there's somebody that explains them. I don't know that I've ever done a video on Manhunt. I've done some on like Salvage and Trader Out and stuff. Let me pull up the map. Let me see if Manhunt's gonna come up anytime while I'm streaming. I could actually do it. Let's see. RDO free roam event schedule. This is maybe not 100% accurate, but I think it's pretty good, this schedule. So if you're ever curious when the events come up. Okay, let's see. Roll schedule. Okay, Manhunt happened at 8:22 a.m., so we missed it. It was before I went live. Salvage is getting ready to come up 9:52 a.m. There's a Manhunt again later today at 2:22. It's wild to me that they've got 2 Manhunts in here and only 1 Salvage. That's such a bummer. Yeah, there's multiple wagons. There's wagons set up all around the map. You should be able to see them on your mini-map, though. So if you look at your mini-map down on the bottom left-hand corner, you should be able to see there'll be like a symbol on the map, and that's where you turn them in. So you run around, you try to grab bounties, and then you turn them into any of those wagons, because there's going to be multiple locations there. And I think you can, so like let's say you're in Blackwater. So I know one of the Manhunts is in Blackwater. I think you can also turn it in right outside like the sheriff's like station too. I think you can turn it into the sheriff, but then there's also like wagons like sitting all over like the area, like in different spots, and you can run them to any of those locations. And the goal is to just try to get as many bounties as possible, but some bounties are worth more points. So the bounties that are higher points you want to try to get, but they're also harder to get because everybody goes for those. Well, I'm just like riding up here, but I don't have a spot marked. I got these 2. I really need to get out of this area because there's not too many collectibles here. I doubt I can get a... Oh, I can. Okay, we're actually just gonna skip that one then, and we're gonna just get out of this area. Because I'm getting, like, not too many collectibles for the amount of time. There's a coin location at Brandywine Drop. I'm hanging out in Annisburg until the sun comes up because I seem to be cougar bait. I think I accidentally collected catnip. They'll get you in the daytime too, though. They'll get you. They're sneaky. Let's go to Strawberry. Oh, and then let me look at the dailies as well. After a while, D-bags just become amusing. It's so true, though. Like, griefers that we have that are, like, repeatedly attacked us in the past too, at this point now, I just, like, laugh at them. Because I'm like, how sad is your life? Like, I feel bad. I'm, like, legitimately... And they would be like, my life is fine. Like, it's amusing to me to attack you. And I'm like, if you're investing that much time, like, waiting for me to go live and then, like, attacking me on stream and, like, following me session to session, your life is not that good. Like... I'm sorry. People who are well-adjusted and have good lives, like, they don't do that kind of stuff. They just don't, like, and we all know it, so we're all, like, amused at this point. But being an empath, like, it's hard because I feel bad for people like that. So it's like, they're attacking me. I don't feel bad that they're attacking me. I feel bad that they're doing it because I'm like, man, like, how rough do you have it? Like, I'm like legitimate, like, feel bad that your life is so terrible that you feel like you need to do that. People are like, why do you feel bad for those people? And I was like, I don't know why I'm like this, okay? I don't want to be like, I don't want to feel bad for douchebags, you know? I don't want to think about, like, how tough their life must be or how unfulfilled they must be, or like, maybe they have a shitty situation where they're living with a parent who's shitty, or they're in a abusive situation or domestic violence, like whatever. I don't want to think about that kind of stuff. They're being shitty to me. I shouldn't feel bad for them, but I do. Travis, thank you so much for subscribing. Appreciate you. I'd rather just like not care, but that's not who I am, I guess. I'll go through periods of not caring or like pretending not to care, but like I care. I hate it. I feel bad too, like this is why I could. So I was with a group, even in early days, playing with like Jack and stuff, because Jack was part of the initial group. I can't trash talk after, like, I feel bad after I try and trash. Like, I feel bad for the person. I'm like, what if I said something that hurt their feelings? I was always terrible at that. But like, I tried to do it because that's the group I was with. I tried to be a trash talker, and then I just felt bad. And I felt bad about myself. Like, I felt like it wasn't me. So I legitimately was like, man, this is not me, and why am I forcing myself to do this to try to like fit in? I was like, this is just not who I am. So sorry guys if you expected a bunch of trash talk while playing PvP. Now, I will like yell at players in like a anonymous way. So if I'm not chatting with the person, it's just like a player like in Fortnite or whatever, and I'll say stuff or whatever, but it's because I'm not saying it to their face, so it's just like whatever. It's fake trolling. Whoop. You can do it. You can do it, little gorilla. Come on. You're welcome besides PvP Cat and SMG Finest. You're one of the few people that still plays this game. Well, thank you. I think there's a lot of people that still play it, but yeah, there's not too many people that stream it often, I guess. Which makes sense. Like, I stream it. This is not my full-time job, so I can stream what I want to stream and have fun and hang out with you guys and, like, chill and relax. I don't have to worry about doing things to make money on this channel. I don't have to, like, ask for subs and donos and like play stuff that people are gonna like flock to. So I'm very lucky in that aspect. We are not finding good stuff today, but like I totally understand, like PvP Cat, for example, like this is his job. Like he needs to stream things that people are interested in watching, and he needs to do guides for the latest videos, whereas I can do like a guide for Red Dead that, you know, has been done a million times, but like a new player might see to help them out. And I don't have to worry about attracting a bunch of new people. Now, if I were ever to transition to trying to make this channel be a little bit more part of my income, yes, I would have to play other things. I would have to play variety. And I do play variety when I want to. Like, I'll stream some Fortnite. I will stream Ghost of Yotei, for example, when it came out. It was new. So games that are new and I want to like play and I want to share with you guys, I will do that. And knowing that while I might have 30 to 50 people watching a Red Dead stream, if I stream some variety, it's probably going to be like 5 to maybe 20 max. And that's okay, because those 5 to 20 people have taken time out of their day to watch me do something different and hang out and chat. And I think that's amazing. And I'm so appreciative of everybody who does that. So, but I don't have to like hit goals or anything. So it's easier for me as just like a hobby streamer to do that, whereas I totally get the other streamers that like it's their career. They have to do, they cannot just necessarily play what they want to play. Big Valley Northwest camp location gives best resupply missions. Yes, it does. The best, they do give good resupply missions. The best delivery place though is if you can get a camp like out here in this area. There's a delivery, I think it's this one right here. So if you get a camp like right here, your delivery will go right here for a local. And it could take like literally 10 seconds. Okay, I still haven't looked at the dailies. Let's do that real quick. Unless you go up to the other player and ask if they want to PvP with you, it's griefing regardless of whether they fight back, because you know, you don't know if they wanted to PvP. I don't necessarily like, I don't necessarily disagree, but I would say like if somebody shoots you in free roam and kills you, and then you parlay or you press charges or whatever, and they leave you alone, I'm like, okay, they were trying to see if you wanted to get into a fight. You didn't, and they left you alone, and that I'm okay with, because like it is an online game, it is the Wild West, like they do encourage that kind of stuff, and if they leave you alone, then I think they're being cool. If they shoot you and kill you and you press charges or parlay and they keep coming after you or they try to break the parlay, 100% griefing. What's not griefing is if you're doing a long distance delivery and they attack your wagon, that's not griefing. It's a game mechanic. You are doing a long distance delivery, understanding that Rockstar is going to let everybody around you know that you're doing a delivery and they can try to intercept it. That is a game mechanic. A lot of people think that it's griefing. It's not. I don't care if you're one person doing a long distance delivery and the posse who attacks you is a full 7-man posse. It's not griefing. That is the risk you are taking. That is a game mechanic. Your salvage just popped up. If you are doing a stranger mission and you're doing a steal the horse and it pops up and it says rival players nearby can steal, like, intercept, that is not griefing if they attack you. It is a game mechanic. There is a lot of people that disagrees with me on that, but that's a fact. This is not my opinion. This is a fact on griefing. Like, what griefing actually is and, like, the definition. Okay, so we got 3 cooked seasoned game, 5 desert sage picked, 5 flying birds killed, 1 on a moving train. How convenient! How convenient! Let's grab a repeater, and we'll grab this here. I need to clean my guns, too. I am going to grab this card before this train takes off. And then we'll get on here and we'll get some birds. No, don't take off again until I grab this card. Wait for me, wait for me. I got little legs. Okay. Alright, train's gotta be moving, so we gotta wait for it to go. There was a lot of birds just went by too. Follow dog something interesting. 2 iguana skin, 1 player headshot with a bow and showdowns. 1 treasure map or treasure found. Alright, birds. Okay. Look, I hate that they jacked this up, honestly. They jacked up the birds and the flying bird and like the dead eye on birds. Drive me crazy. But yeah, it is really... Now, if you're fishing and somebody shoots you in free roam, that I consider griefing. If you're fishing and somebody walks up to you and kills you while you're fishing, then I'm like, yeah, that was a dick move. Okay. But griefing is like repeated, like... Come on. Dude. It's so annoying when they jacked this up. It's like the Deadeye doesn't work on flying stuff now because they're moving, and on a train it's worse because the train is moving. Come on, birds. I gotta wait for it to go again. Let's see. Pronghorn Ranch area from Epilogue always gives you 4 types of missions, all complete under... The one, too, the wagon actually comes right to you. Like, it comes up the side from Blackbone, and it'll, like, come right to you. Let's do a 1v1. Whoever gets arrowhead they need first, they win. Come on, start moving. I hear all these birds. Look at this. Move, train. Look at this. Look at all these birds, and the train stopped. I hate you. Telegram missions can mix with collection stuff. Yeah, that's always my recommendation if you're a new player, is to start up like a bounty or a stranger mission and collect around that mission, because you maximize your damn it. You maximize your like money making and gold making. Plus, when you collect, you don't make gold. So, like, if you're doing a stranger mission or a bounty or anything, you can maximize like and earn gold at the same time. I'm glad this is only 5 birds because I'm annoyed. only come when the train stops. I think I just need one more. Come on. Give me a bird. It's like it knows this is a daily. Morning, Rose. How's it going? Appreciate the lurk. What are you gonna have for breakfast? Come on, give me another bird. I'm gonna get shot by proxy over here. Look, there 80 birds flew by when we were stopped. That's not an exaggeration. There were huge flocks of birds when we were stopped. Oh my gosh! Maybe I'm spinning too fast. I'm not giving him a chance to spawn in. Spawn in. Oh my gosh. Thank goodness. Okay. I was at Flatneck session yesterday and I noticed a ramp on the animal pens that leads up to the flat car when the train stopped. Yes, you can jump your horse on there. Oh, maybe not Flatneck. I've done it in Valentine. Goes, thank you so much for being a member for the past 8 months. Appreciate you. Thank you. Oh yeah, I don't want to try to use a scoped sniper while getting birds. I'd rather use Deadeye. But yeah, the Deadeye sucks too. But I'm not that good of a shot. So, is it here? Yeah, here. Unless they patched it. I want to let me brush my horse on here. Seriously? I can't brush my horse while I'm here? Let me catch up with what Jess is saying. I find it annoying people say it's a PvP game because yes, there's some elements. It's not a PvP game. It's definitely not a PvP game. But when you are in a shooting game online, like, that's gonna happen somewhat. So it's annoying for sure. But like I said, if people leave you alone, like, I just personally don't think it's griefing. But like, yeah, if you're fishing and somebody comes up and shoots you, they're a dick. They're a total dick. I wouldn't call it griefing necessarily unless they continue to go after you, because griefing is like a specific term. But that's just like my personal opinion. Like, I 100% agree they're an asshole. Because, like, yeah, if you're collecting or fishing, like, it's obvious you don't want to get into a fight for the most part. So, but yeah, like you said, the elements of the mission elements, yeah, 100%, like, that's part of the game. But yeah, minding your own business in free roam, it's definitely not fun for sure. I'd either fight back either because my horse goes down, or I just try to kill them to be like, you got me once, but you can't kill me twice, sort of a deal. And to fail because I suck at PvP, that's 100% me. So now I just like parlay because I don't care. I'm deciding between a tuna salad sandwich and oatmeal with cranberries. And that is an interesting choice to choose between. I used to love a good like egg salad sandwich. So now I can get the same taste like that I was craving using tofu, believe it or not. Tofu and like a little bit of vegan mayo, and which tastes just like regular mayonnaise, guys, by the way. And pickles. And I can get like the how do I get off this train? Alright, once we get through here, we'll try to jump off. I have a feeling my horse is gonna die doing this thing. I need to turn I'm like shouting again because my audio I feel like is so loud. I don't think I can go through here though. Yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to like. I might have to. My horse is stuck now. I was trying to like back up. Whoop. Down, jump. There you go. That's if you want to ride the train on your horse. It is a relaxing game. I agree. And I don't think anybody in free roam should shoot you if you're minding your own business. But, like, again, if somebody shoots me once and then they leave me alone because I don't fight back, like, okay, that was annoying. I'm annoyed that I was interrupted, what I was doing, especially if you parlay it, puts you so far away from where you were. It wastes time. Like, I am. But if, like, they leave me alone, I'm like, okay, they're an asshole. That was a dick move. Like... But I'm just gonna go about my business. And if I run into them again later, I'll blow them up with an arrow. Like, you know. I'm like, ha, now let me blow you up. Okay, let's see. Where do we end up? We're around Emeralds. Let's grab a couple things around here. Actually, we passed by Heartland. There's an arrowhead here. It's good, this one. But yeah, I don't think anybody should like... I would have jumped and smacked in the tunnel opening. That was a lot more graceful than I thought it was going to be, honestly. I didn't think we were going to be as graceful with that, Ooh, actually, let's grab these because I know I'm low. I honestly thought we were going to, like, crash and burn trying to jump off that. Just drop in to say hi and drop a like before I go into the weekly shop. And do the weekly shop. Well, I appreciate that, Ghost. Thank you. Yeah. What's my go-to ability slowdown for general free roam? Just curious. So I run Painted Black, Strange Medicine, Eye for an Eye, and Fool Me Once. Sometimes I will swap out... one of these cards for something like actually Strange Medicine I don't really necessarily need. CTAs for sure, so this is my CTA, like this is a good CTA loadout, call to arms loadout. Somebody got on me once before, they were like, why do you say CTA, like it's the same amount of syllables? I was like, I don't know, because it's easy to say and that's what I say. I will swap this out for something like Ride Like the Wind if I'm on horseback a lot, or if I feel like I'm on, so if I'm on like a rank 1 level 1 roadster, I might swap it out for Ride Like the Wind. So this would be like a really good free roam loadout for me. I love Painted Black. It's my favorite card. I don't like to have to wait for bloom, so I like to just be able to paint the target. Ride Like the Wind. It's basically every time you take damage while mounted, a large portion is added to your horse's health and stamina. So if you're like fighting on horseback, it can help keep your horse alive. If you're being like a lot of enemies are attacking. Eye for an Eye, because I use Deadeye, killing an enemy with a headshot restores a lot of Deadeye. So the Painted Black and Eye for an Eye work off each other. And then Fool Me Once is just basically every shot you take gives less damage. So if I'm shot like 3 times in a row, by the 3rd shot, it's giving me less damage. By the way, tofu and turmeric make a great scrambled egg substitute. Yes. Also, if you use kala namak or whatever, black salt has a sulfuric kind of like smell, and it gives it kind of like an eggy. It reminds you of eggs because it gives it that taste and texture, or not even to the tofu combined with the black salt gives you like for your senses. It reminds you of like egg. This tree. Interesting. Are you asking how much, like, the maximum golden cash you can have in Red Dead? I don't know if there's a maximum. Maximum golden cash? Probably not. There's a maximum rank, which is 1,000. So I'm 958. When I hit 1,000, I won't be able to, like, rank up any further. But there, after 100, so anything after rank 100 is pointless because there's nothing else you can earn. So, like, once you get to rank 100, it doesn't matter how much you rank up because all the rank lock stuff is 0 to 100. Kind of fun. I run the same cards, but instead of Fool Me Once, I use the one for more damage by doing consecutive shots. Okay, yeah. So I don't usually run damage cards because I don't PvP anymore. Oops. No, I don't want to remove it. What? Give me my card back. Select. I just want to go in. And against like normal enemies, like it could be helpful in CTAs, honestly, because when you get into higher, like over level like 5 or round 5, like the enemies take more shots. So that would actually be something fun to like play around with every once in a while, is to maybe see if using these cards you can. I might do that next time because the CTAs I'm kind of like not bored with, but like I've just done them all. So I like when the Halloween and the Christmas one come around because we don't get those that often. But it would be interesting to see if some of these yellow cards would help with that in later rounds so that you would have to do less shots for them. Because whereas you could kill them in like 1 shot in early rounds, like in later rounds, sometimes it takes 3. Each consecutive shot on the same target does much more damage than the last. Damage bonus ends if the target is not shot for 10 seconds. So that's winning streak. So this is a good card. I just don't tend to run the yellow cards. If you're doing a lot of dual wielding, Gunslinger's Choice can be a good one. Although I heard that this was bugged at one point, and I'm not 100% sure if it's fixed. So if you use that and you've noticed it's bugged, you know. Same thing, Horseman 3, you deal much more damage while on horseback. So if you're doing a lot of fighting on horseback, you can do more damage there. Sharpshooter is a good one if you use scopes, so like Rolling Block or Carcano. The Sharpshooter can actually be really good. And then Landon's Patience can also be another good one, but this one, like, you can't be doing a lot of shooting because you have to wait in between shots to increase your damage. What was the other one I was thinking? I don't know why I backed out, because you can look at all of them. Other good combinations, honestly, or some other good cards. If you run, like... Slow and Steady is good if you want to tank damage. So using Slow and Steady with a lot of the blue cards can be really good, but you can't run. And I don't like that. I like to be able to move around. But Slow and Steady can help you, your survivability. Another one that's good is Quite an Inspiration is really good with Kick in the Butt. Because Quite an Inspiration is... Wait, let me go back. While Deadeye is active, and you and your allies quickly regenerate health, if more than one member of your team has this ability card, the effects do not stack. So really only one, if you're in a posse, only one has to run it. But basically when you run this, you're going to regenerate health. And then you use Kick in the Butt, because whenever you take damage, a large portion of it is added to your Deadeye. So it's basically the PV, or the pink card, your Deadeye card, is constantly regenerating health. And then as you're taking damage, it's being added to Deadeye, so your Deadeye can stay up. So these two play off each other really well. Iron Lung is also a good one. Your stamina regenerates faster, and you take much less damage depending on your current stamina level. So you're getting more stamina, and you're taking less damage as your stamina is up. Cold-Blooded's another good one. After killing an enemy, you will gain a lot of health over 3 seconds. So a lot of people will combine Strange Medicine and Cold-Blooded when they're doing a call to arm, because you're going to constantly be getting health added to you. This is a really good call to arm combination if you find yourself dying a lot. If you're killing a lot, you're going to get a ton of health back while using those two cards. Peak Condition is another one that's good to combine with Iron Lung, because sprinting uses less stamina and you deal more damage depending on your current stamina level. And then this is stamina regenerates faster and you take less damage. So you're getting like damage, you're doing damage and you're taking less damage. This is another good one as well. Yes, Predators, Slow and Steady with Predators. Again, I like to be able to move my horse around. I find, for me personally, it doesn't work too well because if your Deadeye runs out, then you're kind of a sitting duck and your horse is going to buck. But your horse will not buck you when you're in Slow and Steady. So if a cougar can be right up next to you and your horse cannot buck you. So if you find you're getting bucked a lot or you're dying, I'd rather just move my horse and maneuver and like get out of there. That's me personally. I'm just one that I don't like to feel like stuck in place. But that's kind of two different very valid gameplay, either like moving and getting out of the situation or Slow and Steady so you're planted and you can't like get bucked and killed. Winning Streak and Sharpshooter best in yellow. Yes, and I don't use a lot of yellow cards, that's just me personally. But depending on your gameplay, it can be very, very useful to vary those cards up. But like for anything free roam that's like PvE stuff, this works fine for me. I rarely change my cards. I will occasionally change them when I go into a called arm. And if I was doing PvP, I would not use these cards. I would definitely use different cards for PvP. Okay, maybe Winning Streak is the one I was thinking of that was bugged. There's definitely one I thought was it was Gunslingers that was bugged. But like there's definitely one of the yellow cards that doesn't work the way it's supposed to, and way back when I was doing like PvP stuff, I remember PvP Cat talking about it, or either him or one of the other large streamers was talking about the card. He was really good. If you ever want to know about the ability cards, go back to PvP Cat and like look up his older videos on the cards. Because he went into really in-depth testing with them. I did a little bit of testing on some stuff, but not like he did. Like, he did some really extensive testing. I can tell you that slugs are nowhere near as good as shells. my shotgun? There we go. So I did a bunch of testing with slugs at range, up close and at range, and shells up close and at range. And Jack would go into slow and steady, and we looked at how many shots it took to kill him with between shells and slugs, and we did a bunch of different distances, a bunch of different like whatever, and shells won out every single time. Every time it won out. So like I'm not really sure. Slugs are supposed to, I forget what the actual description is in terms of like the damage it's supposed to do or the spread it's supposed to do, but it does not work like that, honestly. Or at least not in my game. And he killed me too, so like he verified like on his side it was the same, but yeah, I will use slugs early on in a call to arm just to get rid of them and save my shells. But I want shells for the last rounds in a call to arm because they're so much better. 8 out of 9 necklaces. You got a network error? That sucks. Howdy, Lassa, I'm not really sure how to say that, I'm sorry. I want to go Lassawe, but I don't know if that's right. Cold-blooded card before 5 seconds healing after some time, nerf for 3 seconds. Yeah, again, anything with the ability cards, I honestly can tell you, like, I've kept the same loadout for years now, so I'm not the best one. I can tell you, like, what some of the benefits are of the cards, and, like, years ago, I could tell you what was good years ago, but like honestly, if anything's changed in the last couple of years, like I wouldn't know, because I don't change them out, because I don't PvP. I think what I use for Call to Arms, I think one of the best cards you can use for Call to Arms, honestly, try it out. If you are killing enemies, fine, but you find yourself losing health and dying, Strange Medicine. And if you really want to combine them, combine it with Cold Blooded. Now I still use Fool Me Once instead of Cold Blooded. But this is a good combo here. But definitely try and Strange Medicine. Because if you're surrounded and there's like, you know, 6 enemies in front of you, throw a stick of dynamite, you kill all 6 enemies, you're instantly like fully healed. Thanks, Rose! Yeah, that snuck up on me and happened actually recently, within the last like week or 2, I think. It's crazy. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm gonna get the alcohol bottle. I gotta sneeze. I'll go sneeze. Try to mute for this. Oh goodness. Goodness. Thanks, Brave Tech. I like to use Fool Me Once instead of Cold Blooded. Yeah, I'm the same way. I typically go. No particular reason other than I find it just works better for me. I know a lot of people will go Strange Medicine and Cold Blooded together, and for me, I think Strange Medicine is enough, and then Fool Me Once gives me the damage reduction when I'm repeatedly getting shot. So for me, I just feel like that's a good combination. But play around with it. If you're going into a call to arm, play around with different cards based off your playstyle. So like, these cards work for me in my playstyle because I like to move around a lot. I had somebody I used to game with before. He would go something like... you know, Quite an Inspiration or Slow and Steady, and he would do cards like Hunker Down and Unblinking Eye. Like, he would do things because he liked to hunker down, so he liked to take cover and shoot from cover and like not move around a lot, and so that worked for him to be able to kind of like take less damage in place, whereas I like to like run and get myself out of it. Like I like to move and run to different parts of the map. It doesn't always work. Like sometimes you take a machete to the gut or a sniper gets you. But like I like to be moving around because I just get I get bored. And it's not just that I get bored, like my brain will not focus and like I will end up dying because I like lose focus while I'm in a CTA. So I need to be constantly engaged. And so I need that stimulation of like running around and maneuvering. Dynamite explosions are perfect for Strange Medicine. They totally are. I definitely like, so I don't know if it was the first time, but like early on, I love Fort Mercer. It was a great map. It's one of my favorites of solo, honestly, but it can be kind of hard because you get circled, like you can get like totally like encircled by enemies. And I remember I was doing it once, and a whole bunch of enemies came in, and I just like chucked a dynamite out toward, and it killed, like, I don't know, a whole bunch of enemies, and like my health was instantly just back to full. And so the one guy that I used to game with, who does the hunker down stuff, and like was like, "Oh, that kind of convinced me to try strange medicine, because like you went from like one more shot you were gonna die to like full health again." And I was like, yeah, it's a good card. And if you're getting, and in a Call to Arm, you are getting a lot of kills because there's just so many enemies. Like, you're constantly killing and doing damage, so it's a good one. It's a good one. Thank you guys, I appreciate that. It is pretty cool. I think and I don't have, like I said, I don't have any goals for the channel in terms of like, I'm not actively trying to necessarily grow it, but it is a cool thing because it's something I am putting time and energy into, and so it's nice to see that people appreciate it. And what I get out of it again is just the like companionship with you guys, like the chatting with you guys and the hanging out with you guys and getting to play a game that I love. So yeah, it's fun. And what I really love, I love it when people comment on the video that like they were struggling to find the panther or find the moose, and the video helped them. Like, that is so satisfying to me. I should try to do something in life that gives, like, that is satisfying. When I can help somebody accomplish something is like such a good feeling. I love it. If I could turn that into a career, I totally would try to do that. I think I got that a little bit, or I got that a lot when I was teaching martial arts, because when you finally have, it clicks for somebody when you're helping them learn a new move, and they finally get it. Like, it's that same type of like feeling. But I do enjoy it in a video game when I can help somebody. Is it if I say lass or lassie? Is either one of those close to how you say that? Thank you for subscribing. Appreciate it. Halloween and Winter Call to Arms mode. Oh my gosh, the tomahawks are... So I love the Halloween and Winter CTAs, but man, those guys are intense because they'll one-shot you. It doesn't matter what your health is. It doesn't matter if you have a gold core. Like, they're a little too intense. Like, they need a nerf. They need a little bit of a nerf. Like, I hadn't planned to just collect today, but like, that's what I find myself doing, I guess. You're drunk in your moonshine check? I thought you were going to say you're drunk in real life. I'm like, oh, David. It's like, are you an hour off for me? Is it 9 a.m. for you, or is it 10 a.m. for you? I can never remember if you're Central Time. I know, no, Ducky's still Eastern. So you almost have to be Eastern as well, right? Oh, I passed by whatever my marker was. This is going to be in a tree, maybe? Is it a tree or a diggable? No, it's gonna be... Oh, it is a diggable. It's fun to see that other people still enjoy this game. It's my absolute favorite game of all time. Same. This is definitely my favorite game of all time. Now, there's some older stuff that, like, is close. So, like, I mean, the original Legend of Zelda, come on. That is one of the best games of all time. I also think one of the best games of all time is Shining Force on Sega Genesis. Oh my god, so good. I love it so much. And then I've got some more modern games that come pretty close too. So like just behind Red Dead. So like Ghost of Tsushima, Ghost of Yotei, very close seconds. I might slightly prefer Yotei. And I say that with like understanding that Tsushima is incredible. It's the longer game. It has a slightly better story, I think. Although I liked the story of Yotei, I think Tsushima might take it story-wise. I love the combat in Yotei. I love the switching of weapons. I was really disappointed when I heard that the stances were being taken away. 9:21, you are an hour. Okay, so you are the one that's Central Time, because you're an hour. Which is wild to me, because I feel like you're not that far off the... in Louisiana. Maybe Louisiana's a little further over than I was thinking on the map. I was so disappointed when I heard Yotei was taking away the stances for the sword, because I love switching stances in Tsushima. I think being able to switch between enemies is one of my favorite things to do for the combat. And I was disappointed when I heard you can do that, but switching weapons might be even better, honestly. Yeah. I love Yote so much. So, like, those are very close things, but nothing can really beat Red Dead overall. Now, Red Dead's not a perfect game. Like, mechanically speaking, it's a little clunky. It's got some problems. If you played Red Dead Story, you know that. There are things that are very frustrating when the game tries to force you to use certain weapons, when it changes around. So I could set my weapons in Story the way I want, and here's how I like it. I know everybody else, like, usually goes repeater or rifle down here, and they go shotgun here, and I'm the opposite for some reason. Don't ask me why. I hate this. When it switches this, my muscle memory is so used to repeater or rifle in this left-hand spot and shotgun down here. In Story, it swaps them. So I might set my loadout like this in Story, and these are my exact guns, and I'll hop off, and I have completely different guns in completely different spots here, because the Story wants you to use specific things. So that's annoying. So there's some things like that in Story that are kind of clunky. Also, like, when you're shooting or you're in Deadeye, like, the camera gets stuck sometimes. Yeah, there's just some, mechanically speaking, it's not a perfect game. And nobody that plays Red Dead, I think, is trying to convince anybody in the world that it is a perfect game. I would say, mechanically speaking, Tsushima is much better, and Yote. The fighting mechanics are pristine in those games. They're so good. It's, again, not without faults, too. No game's gonna be without faults. But, like, compared to Red Dead, mechanically, like, fighting, they're so much better. But Red Dead is so superior in so many ways to so many stories. Like, so many games out there. The story, the atmosphere, like, the missions. It's just amazing. It's just amazing. And, like, very few games could beat it. For me. Oh man, I really wanted an ambush. I didn't want to escort you, sir. Alright, I'm going to grab a card over here. You can follow me. Okay. Run after me. Morning, Ducky. How's it going? Sorry I didn't see your message last night to play. I was so tired and going to sleep early. Like, I did a little bit in Disney Dreamlight to... for my Dream Snap, and then I just relaxed. I watched a little... I tried to watch... I've been trying to watch Lion the Witch and the Wardrobe for like 3 days. I was so tired, though. I turned it off and just went to sleep. I hope we get a Red Dead 3, but I don't want it to be a continuation of the current story. And I know like, a lot of people disagree with me on that, but I am very pleased with Arthur and John's story and Dutch, you know, and the gang and everything, that I don't want another story about. Because everybody's like, oh, we'll go further back in time. And I was like, but there's no redemptive, like, we know what happened, so, like, what's the redemptive aspect?
Are we going
the gang prior to the Blackwater Massacre, like, there was no redemptive aspect for anybody. I don't want to play as Davy because they died without any redemption. Like, we know how they died. And I also don't want to go further forward. I don't want to get into the 20s and 30s with Jack and play in that era, because now we're out of the Wild West era. And everybody will be like, well, it's still the Wild West. No, it's not the same. There's cars. We're getting into a whole different era there. Like, no. No, thank you.
You never think, is everything okay?
So that's just me personally. But I would like a Red Dead 3 with a very new, fresh story. Get out of my way, sir! Stop pushing me. With a new story, a new set of characters. And there can be some overlap, like map overlap, and like running into the gang members, like running into Dutch's gang, running into Arthur, running into John. That would be cool.
So,
But I don't know. I don't imagine a scenario where I don't want another Red Dead 3 that is like for Sadie Adler. I love her, and a DLC would be nice for like Charles or Sadie, but for me, not a full game. Not a full game.
She was walking funny from the get this
Just
morning,
me personally.
Well, I guess it's done now. Sure,
Yeah,
feel
I
bad
definitely
about it,
don't
though.
want Jack to be the main
I'm sorry, you don't know
protagonist.
me from
He's
Adam.
so annoying.
Just my own thing, that's all.
Oh, I just saw your comment about Sadie. That was not directed at you either, though. I like Sadie just fine, but I don't know what story you would have for her. I mean, I guess you could. She could be like a Black Belt type character, and you could maybe get away with it. But, like, I feel like the big thing about the Red Dead games is there's, like, a gang of characters, and I'm like, Sadie's not going to join another gang. But maybe, like, if Sadie joined up with, like, other female characters, do you know how pissed off gamers would be if they did a Red Dead 3 with Sadie as the main character and there was a bunch of, like, female gunslingers? Oh, my God, I could just see the guys out there freaking out. Oh my god, Rockstar's gone woke. Who needs a female lead? I could just see the annoying. I would never buy another Rockstar game again. I would never buy this woke game. Oh man, gamers are so hilarious. Just because of female, like they did it with Ghost of Yote with like, instead of Jin being the lead, they were so pissed off that there was a new character and Atsu was the lead. It's kind of hilarious. It was actually pretty hilarious. But I liked Yote. I thought Yote was great. I thought Atsu was a great character. People were pissed off that they were like, she's so ugly. She's not ugly! Also, she's in feudal Japan. Like, they didn't shower every day. Like, she was in war. What do you want her to look like, okay? Some anime chick with fucking, giant breasts and like a pristine white skin? Like, come on, man. Get out of here. Atsu is cool. I liked Atsu. Dude, I kind of want I kind of want a Red Dead 3 now with Sadie and a gang of women. Just to see how pissed off people would be. That would be kind of funny. Landon Ricketts is an interesting thought. A story when he was younger. That's an interesting thought. I would almost be down for that. Because we don't know a lot about Landon and his backstory. That is definitely something that would be very doable and I think would be good. And I'm not opposed to... Yeah, weathered skin does not equal ugly features. Like, come on, what are we talking about here? Turn the porn off, guys. Turn the anime porn off. Like, real women, like, come in all, like, looks to skin textures, like, light, like, come on. People are beautiful because they're people and they bring something amazing to this world. Is that guy running in slow motion? That was really weird. You want to be with a real person. Like, they're gonna have scars. They're gonna have things they're gonna have cellulite. We're talking about women here. Like, none of that should matter. Like... And again, it's a video game, but like video games can bring a little realism too. Like again, it doesn't have to be a pristine character with unblemished skin that looks like they're 12. Like you're telling on yourself when you think that. She looks real and people are mad about not fitting their fantasy. Exactly. She looks like a real person who lived during that time and was a badass, woman. And honestly, I think she's fine. Like, I think she's pretty. I think she's fine. Like, she's a real character, I don't think she's ugly by any stretch of the imagination. But yeah, she doesn't look like a, fantasy anime chick that, Again, when people go off and, like, they post pictures and stuff, I'm like, you're telling on yourself, man. You're telling on yourself. Like, sometimes they'll post, like, this is what she should have looked like. I was like, that looks like a child. Like, don't be gross, okay? Don't be gross. If they did another prequel, I'm thinking Asdavia might be interesting, but I'm with you. New story, map and gas. Yeah, I think a new story would just be something fresh, honestly. And again, I don't mind if there's overlap with map and like being like having a new story, but being able to run into members of the gang like Arthur and Dutch and things like that. I think would be cool, and it would be an interesting way to tie it together. But I'm also okay with a completely new, like, whatever. I'm thinking of Red Dead Revenge starring Sadie Adler, Bounty Hunter friend. That could be interesting. I won't completely like knock that idea. I think that's more of a DLC idea personally, just because I'm like wondering how much of a story you can do with that. But hey, that's why I'm not rating these things. Yes, I do think Mexico needs to be featured in a Red Dead 3 for sure. I think they need to bring that back. It was great in Red Dead 1, and I think having a more modern game, including Mexico, would be fantastic. Canada up north, more areas to explore, yes. So I think that would be good too. I'm not opposed to the Sadie Adler idea. I'm just curious as to, we know a lot of her story, so I'm just curious, like, because when you think about Red Dead Redemption, it's typically somebody, there's that redemptive aspect at the end of the story, sort of a thing. And I'm just curious where her story would go if you did that. But that's why I'm not the writer. There's brilliant writers out there this is what they do, and I'm just happy to play their games because they're brilliant and they create some really amazing things. I get that lately some studios have leaned too far into realism. I don't disagree with that, Rose. Like, I don't disagree with that, but at the same time, like, it is crazy. Let me finish your sentence here. Things don't really look like video games used to. I get some of that. So I definitely agree. I do think that some are going a little bit too far, and I do think there is a balance for sure. But I think Atsu is a very real like character. I'm trying to figure out how to say your name. SE1 Ron X1X. What should I call you? C1 Ron? Is that? Give me a... Because it looks like maybe you joined and I didn't get an alert. Because you're in green now. And I can't tell. If you did, thank you. Maybe it's just being super slow to let me know. Okay, I don't know that helped. Is that SEY? Would that be say or C? Just sub. Thank you for the sub. Thank you so much. I don't know why my alert. It's probably going to be like, I don't know, a minute and a half behind. C-Ron? C-Ron? Is that Sayron? C-Ron? Y'all try to get me with your name sometimes. I'm just saying. Hey, Corbin. I don't even know what time it is. I don't even know how long I've been streaming. It is getting a little hot in here again, though. Let me turn my AC down a little bit. I turned it back up to like 78 because it's been running like crazy.
Hello there.
Oh, to finish my AC story, though, he did come out. He had to completely replace it. It was completely dead. So now I have a brand new AC, but it's been like, there's like water all around. It's like running. I don't know. It's weird. The E, it's open. I don't know how to explain in Italian. It's different. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna butcher it. Yeah. Rose, I'm gonna need you to say that for me later, or at some point when we're in party chat, because I am so bad about when somebody's like, "Oh, you pronounce the O this way or the E this way," and I'm like, I don't English very well. It's 7:33 here in LA, kind of cloudy right now. It's so early. I'm glad you slept in last week though. Got some extra sleeps. I am, for being American. Well, I mean, I guess that's the stereotype, isn't it? Us Americans don't know how to pronounce stuff. I've tried to pronounce Juo in more of a way it's supposed to be pronounced, and I can't, so I gave up, so it's just Juo. I tried my best, okay? AC units are expensive. Yes, thankfully I'm renting, so I didn't have to pay for it. And this is an apartment AC, so it's like, I don't know how expensive it was for them, but... Remember how people got mad about how Ellie looks in the Last of Us live action? Like, bro, you're literally just showing what kind of person you are. I didn't actually watch the... I assume we're talking about the show, right? Like the TV show. I didn't actually watch that. But I have heard a lot of people complain about stuff. Sometimes I feel like some complaints are legitimate. Because like Rose was saying, like sometimes they go a little too far in the other direction and it's like intentionally... well, let me think of an example. Let me try to think of an example. Sometimes I think they do it for the sake of doing it. And like, okay, here might be an example. I don't know if this isn't really fitting with exactly what I'm talking about here, but let's just talk about like the new Harry Potter series where they cast Severus Snape and he's a black man. Now look, they could have cast pretty much any other character in the Harry Potter series. Like, I don't care about the fact that he's black. Like, nobody cares. It's 2026. I'm sure some people still care, but like most of us don't care. We don't care. But when it feels like they intentionally did that to cause problems, because Snape is one of those characters where he's described very clearly in the books as to how he looks, and now you've taken that away. You know, sallow skin, like hooked nose, like looks like a bat in the dungeons, and blah 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 blah. In terms of like hiding it, like pale, like not being out in the sun, so that's like vampire, not bat. But like a vampire, like, because he never sees the sun, so his skin is like pale and translucent. And you add into that the fact that Snape was bullied as a kid in school, relentlessly by the rich white kids now. And you have Harry, who's suspicious of him for the first like 3 books. Why are you suspicious of him? I don't know. I just think he's bad. I just think he's evil. I've got a feeling. And I was like, you literally took the worst character you could to make black, because now you've added a racial component in that doesn't exist in the books. Like, obviously racism is a real thing, and it should be addressed when it's coming up like that. But now it's not an element of the series. Like, that has nothing to do with the series, and now you've added that in, so now you have to deal with it. And I was like, I feel like they did that intentionally to create this narrative to bring more attention to their, you know, so now they're getting all this attention and all this new stuff because of this thing that they've done. And I was like, you could have cast a black guy for Dumbledore, like, and it wouldn't have been as bad. Yeah, and Neville is so scared of him. He's so scared of the one black professor. Like, I was like, what were you thinking? What were you thinking? You just added an element that does not exist in the books, and now you have to deal with it or ignore it, and then people are going to be mad at you because you ignored this element that is now a real thing that you have to deal with. And I was like, I feel like that was like an intent, and it's not quite what I'm talking about. I just can't think of a better example right now of them intentionally doing something with the character, kind of going too far in the other direction. But I think it is a good example of them intentionally doing something that didn't need to be done. Here's another example, similar to the Snape example, is they are Greta, whatever, the director who did Barbie, is the one who is doing the new Chronicles of Narnia book. So they're starting with The Magician's Nephew, which I don't think has ever been adapted before, or wasn't adapted in the last ones, because it was Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, Prince Caspian, and Voyage of the Dawn Treader. And she's been tasked with like taking over and redoing them and starting in order, starting with The Magician's Nephew. And she cast Meryl Streep as Aslan. Greta Gerwig, thank you. Meryl Streep, who is brilliant, and I love her in a lot of stuff, is a woman. Aslan is a male lion that is the symbol of God. Or Jesus, or whatever. And I'm just like, you now have introduced an element that, like, it's a counter to source material. Whether you believe in God or not, or you believe in Jesus or not, or you're Christian or you're an atheist, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. You are adapting books that have been around forever, and you're now changing a key integral part of what that book was about and the symbolism. And how are you now going to do that? Is it just going to be... I mean, Meryl Streep has a deeper voice, so is she just going to talk in a deeper voice, and it's still going to be male Aslan? It's still going to be okay. But are we now going to change it so it's not like... I mean, every adaptation I've ever seen of Chronicles of Narnia, the actor who has played Aslan has been a very deep voice. Like, very commanding, very, like... the presence has just been, like, you know... Because that's what it is. Like, that is a huge part of it. And I was like, now you've cast a female actress. You cast an actress for this. So, like, where are we going with this? Are you doing that for the sake of, like, rah-rah womanhood? I was like, I don't know. It's just weird when people make these decisions that they know are going to piss people off. And I feel like they do it on purpose to piss people off. And this is not like most characters. You can change their race. You can change their gender sometimes. And it doesn't matter to the story. But when it matters to the story, I have a problem with that. Don't change stuff for the sake of changing it. When we're talking about Disney movies and live adaptations, don't change the race just to change the race. Instead, create amazing stories with original characters using the race that you want to race, or the race you want to use, or the culture you want to use. Like, stop just taking a classic story and changing the culture of the race. Create originals. Create originals that give you, like Princess LaBelle, for example. Create an amazing original story for the race or culture you want to highlight. That is much better than just taking the classic story and changing it, in my opinion. And I think probably people of a different culture or race would agree with that. But if it doesn't matter, if it doesn't change the story, then I'm all for it. Like, cast diverse characters, like, you know, if it doesn't change anything, that's fine. But if it's going to change an element of the story, then stick true to the original source material. Or create an original story for that person that you're trying to employ. Like, stop running from me, sir. Ooh. I'm all bloody. That's just my opinion. I'm curious if her Aslan will be giving Miranda Priestley that tone. Yeah, like I'm curious how they're gonna do it. That's what I'm like. Are you going to keep? Okay, it's still gonna be a male character. And you're I don't know. To me, it could very likely take away from the story though, because again, who Aslan symbolizes. Oops, dynamite's over here. Oh, I need to pick up some dynamite. I'm down to, this is my last. I've only got one more after this. Go, 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 go! Where'd my horse? Like, this is not a horse for battle, apparently. My horse is just not doing great with the predators and the... Now, we're only, like, level 2 bonds, so... Oh, there's a collectible around here. It's gonna be the coin back here, maybe? But at the same time, I'm just like, why? Why? Just cast a male actor. It's a male lion. Just cast a male actor with a deep voice. How hard is it to do that? We'll see, though. I'm excited for them because I love those movies, and I think they're so good. And I think a modern with modern, like, technology and, like, could just be freaking amazing. And maybe they will be amazing. I'm going to watch them. I'm going to give it a try. But at the same time, I still feel like you've now done something that could potentially ruin the series for me. And it's the same thing with Harry Potter. The trailer looks amazing. I'm very excited for Harry Potter coming out in December. But I was like, you've now introduced something that could be a problem, and it might take away from the actual books and movies because of this thing that you've introduced. And I'm like, so it's just one of those things where I'm like, we're going to have to wait and see. I'm not so sure Greta's intentions was just to shoehorn women into any role. I'd say she picked the wrong material to do this, but what if she's making something subversive? Like, not just a reboot. Yes, I would say, yeah, that's why it'll be interesting. I just want to see how she's planning to do it. Aslan is a magician's nephew, too, so I know it'll come up. I was thinking that he wasn't really in much of Magician's Nephew, and I forgot about... It's been a while since I've read that one, because it's a prequel, and it's how Narnia was created. And so I'd say out of all of them, it's not the one I've read the least. I'd say The Silver Chair is probably the one I've read the least. But it has been a while since I've done The Magician's Nephew. I don't mind when they take... Sometimes, I don't mind. So let's say live action Mulan. I'm sold. I don't know anything about Harry Potter. They're really good, Cap. They're really good. But, like, probably not for you, for sure. Live action Mulan took the Disney movie, and for me, it was less of like, it was not like an exact copy live action. It was more of like taking the movie and the material and changing it slightly, but enhancing it and providing a different perspective. And I actually really liked Mulan. I didn't mind that they didn't follow it exactly, and they made it a little bit more realistic, maybe is that word, because like there wasn't a talking dragon. There was still mystical elements in it for sure, but there wasn't like Mushu the talking dragon, and I was okay with that kind of an adaptation. And so I don't always mind them not keeping exactly the same. If they're gonna do, for example, when it comes to Disney, if they're gonna do a live action version, it either needs to remain true to the source material or it needs to bring something new that adds to it. That's my opinion. And so we're gonna have to see how that works out with Magician's Nephew. But for me, like Aslan being a male Christ-like figure that is what the book is about. I don't like when they take source material and they change the entire thing that it's about. So that is so integral. Like that is the point of the books. The whole point C.S. Lewis writing these was that it was a Christ-like figure creating Eden, whatever, and it's like a direct representation. I don't like when they take something that is like why it was written. That is why the book was written. And I don't want them to change that. If you're going to do that, then write something original. Write something on your own that is original, and don't take a book, you know, and change something to, because now it's not, I don't know, I'm not describing this very well. Now you're not taking something and adapting it for a movie and remaining true. You're completely changing the story, and I don't like that when it's something so integral. If it's something that, again, doesn't affect the story, then I don't care, necessarily. I need to stop wandering around in here and figure out what this stuff is. What do I have? I've got a... Like, I don't mind changes that enhance the story that don't affect the story, but, like, again, Aslan, male line, price figure, like, that is why the books were written. So I don't think changing that, I want them to be faithful to that adaptation, if that makes sense. Okay, all that rambling. I'm not really sure I explained my point very well. I'm not very articulate when I'm trying to explain out loud, like, what I'm thinking. I'm much better if I'm, like, able to, like, gather my thoughts and, like, write it down. Okay, this one's outside. That's why I can't find it. But, like, again, that's one of those things where, like, with The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, like, that should not have been touched, in my opinion. Like, you could change other aspects and it would still, the story would still be good. But, like, you can't change that, in my opinion. Because then it's a different story. It's like it's not the story that it was supposed to be, I guess. Live action Lion King was just National Geographic not delivering the sing in the way everybody calls it. Yeah, live action Lion King was terrible. I hated it. Like, it did not hit at all. It didn't add anything to the original. Like, I completely agree. It didn't add anything new or good to the original, and it didn't remain true to the original in a way that, like, you felt the same. So yeah, like, to me, live action Lion King was not good and not worth watching. But now Mufasa was good because it was an original story, and so you didn't have an expectation of what you were, like, wanting to see or hear out of the songs. And I thought it added some good story, and I thought it added some good songs to it. So, like, if you haven't seen Mufasa, highly recommend it. I hated Lion King. Mufasa I thought was excellent. That note didn't work for me to get back to the studio Beyonce. I love no changes when they're good, but it just kind of jolted out of the songs in Lion King. Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking of Lion King, honestly. Like, yeah, Lion King was not good. And, like, I don't, yeah, some stuff just, also some stuff probably just doesn't need a live action, I guess. But, like, I like live action versions because, again, I think a live action can bring something really cool to a story, to a Disney movie, with either remaining really true and just making a really good live action version that is like the Disney and, like, enhances it, or, like, bringing something new that kind of adds to it, I think are the good things. And there's some that have done it really, really well. I heard Moana is actually not good. Like, there's no life in Moana. I'm kind of glad I didn't go to see it in the theater. I will watch it when it starts streaming. But I heard that Moana is very, like, bland compared to, like, the actual Disney version. Anybody watch Moana and, like, think it was really good? Curious. Like, I'm not too picky with movies. Like, I'll watch, you do want to watch the movies, like Harry Potter movies? They're so good. They're so good. But, like, you gotta understand, like, with the Harry Potter movies, too, the first couple, like, the kids, you can tell, have not acted before. It takes them a couple movies to, like, really get going. Now, I love all of the movies, but you can see the difference in the cast and the actors. 1 and 2 are very innocent. You can tell the kids have not done a lot of acting. They're much more lighthearted. I would say 3 is where the movies really start to... You can see that the kids have grown now. They're really leaning into the acting. They're getting much better. And I think 3 on is where you get much better, like, quality movies. Whereas the first 2 are good, and I love them. But you can just tell. Like, they're learning each other. They're learning how to act. They're learning how to play off each other. It's just a little bit less polished, maybe. I don't know if that's the word. After I watched original Moana, the trailer for live action felt kind of mad. Yeah, I've been watching I forget what he calls himself, some kind of, like, theater or something or whatever. And he's been, like, breaking down the scenes, and I was like, yeah, just seeing the scenes that he's posted and like explaining, I was like, yeah, like they look pretty lifeless. Whereas Moana is very like passionate, and like there's a lot of movement, and she's on the boat, and you know, she's moving around, and you can feel the songs in your soul that she's singing. You like really feel what she's feeling. And in the live action, she's just kind of standing there for a lot of the songs, and you're like, yeah, that is kind of like bland. I thought about seeing it in theater, but now I'm like, ooh, I don't know. I need to read some. I want to read some reviews and see what people say. Remake should be done after the original movie has been forgotten. Remaking a movie 20 years after the original is just lazy. Oh my gosh, when they remake something that was like just done like 10 years ago, I'm just like, what was the point of that? Like, again, unless you're adding something really amazing, like, what was the point of remaking something that was just done? Unless the movie that was done was terrible, and then you're remaking to try to fix it, then that's okay, I think. If, like, the actual movie was terrible, I'd be like, okay, yeah, do a remake, because that was awful. Let's see if you can make it better. You use the coupon to get the natural roll. Oh, Michael, are you the one that commented on YouTube that I was chatting back and forth with? I don't think so. I think that person's name was something with a J. Jason something or whatever. No, so you probably weren't the one. But nice, use the coupon. Okay, so good to know that it works. I'll try to go back and comment for the person in the YouTube video. That somebody was able to use it. How did you use it, Michael? Were you, did you go, like, to Harriet's? Or did you, like, trigger the cutscene in Strawberry and, like, do it right then? Or had you already done that and so you had to, like, go to Harriet to actually purchase the roll? Like, how did you actually get Naturalist? Just curious. I'm wondering if there's, like, a problem with using the coupon in certain ways. Search cabinet. No. I remember where the alcohol bottle is here. In the cabinet in the corner. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Close cabinet. Because I can't get out. This one? Maybe this one? Have you watched Mufasa, Rose? I'm curious if you watched that one, like what your thoughts were. Because I thought Mufasa was amazing. I really liked it. I thought the songs were really good. I thought the material was really good. I thought the story was really good. Like, I thought it added something to... Because it obviously it was like before the events of the Lion King, of Lion King. So it was like... I thought, yeah, okay. If you ever watch it, let me know how you liked it, because I thought that one was really good. I'm curious for somebody who kind of felt the same way about Lion King, if you would think the same thing about Mufasa. I don't know about the remake for that one, John. I don't remember. I'm trying to think of some remakes that were like stupid. I'm like, what were some things they remade? And I was like, man, this was just done. Why are you remaking this? I never watched the Ghostbusters remake, but I honestly I haven't really seen the original school through. I know a lot of people were pissed off about that one. I think that for Harry Potter, I'm glad that it's a TV series and not a movie. Like, the movies don't need to be remade yet. The movies are so good. Like, just the cast. Like, the actors and actresses they had for that cast. Like, from Snape to McGonagall. Like, the cast was just amazing. Like, the movies don't need to be redone. The reason why I'm excited for a TV series is, if it's on Disney Plus, I might be able to see it with my brother. Yes, it is on Disney Plus. And I liked it. I really liked it. I thought it was really good. The reason why I'm excited for a TV series for Harry Potter is because they can add so many more details from the books that were not in the movies. So, like, there were things in the movies I was disappointed. How Ron was portrayed in the movies is a little disappointing because they kind of treat him like he's an idiot, but Ron is actually very smart and strategic in the books. But they give a lot of his lines and things to Hermione to make her seem smarter. Whereas there were things that Hermione says in the movies, like, she wouldn't know as, like, not living and growing up in the wizarding world, whereas Ron would know them because he's a pureblood that has lived in the wizarding world his whole life. And so I think fixing that would be good. Obviously there was a lot of stuff with Dobby that was left out, especially in Goblet of Fire with the gillyweed, and like there are just things that I think that they could do that you honestly you had to cut, because when you do a movie you have to cut a lot of stuff from the books, obviously, and you have to make changes that keep the flow of the movie going and like the excitement and like the energy up, because you have to keep somebody's attention for like two hours or so or whatever, and it has to flow. You've watched a movie, right, that does not the pacing is not good, so you have to make these decisions when you're adapting a book to make sure the pacing is good. Not all of them are necessary changes in my opinion, but they're ones they make for the sake of it being a 2-hour versus a long novel. But a TV series, you can really add in more things that a movie would have to leave out that don't matter to the overall story, but are good for the character development. So like Spew in Goblet of Fire, I think it was Goblet of Fire, Spew, with trying to free the house elves. I hope that's in the TV series because it's important. For me, it's an important character thing for Hermione. And so like little things like that. That's why I'm excited for a TV show, because I think they can add and enhance the movies and do more things from the books. Hopefully. Go here. So yeah, I'm excited, but hopefully they don't screw them up. Because you do go in with a certain expectation. When you're watching a remake or a reboot or an adaptation, you go in with... I mean, obviously the movies are amazing, and the TV series will be compared to the movies. Doesn't matter that it's... It just doesn't matter. It will be compared. And if you fall short of what people are expecting, then there will be disappointment. But if you can deliver and over-deliver and make it even better, then, you know, then you have something amazing. I just hope they don't mess up Baywatch, the TV show. They say it's coming back like a... Oh my god. Are they redoing Baywatch? I mean, the original is so ridiculous. Obviously, I did not watch Baywatch for the same reason that men watched Baywatch, the original series. Although, I had a crush on Jeremy Jackson, I'm not gonna lie. Hobie Buchanan, he was a little cutie. Okay, growing up, he was like my age, a little older. But like... The TV series was so ridiculous because you had like lifeguards that were like detectives and like police officers and like... You know, they're fighting bank robbers and, like, sharks. And, like, I mean, the whole thing was so amazingly ridiculous. If they're redoing it, would be hilarious. All right, Baywatch TV series 2027. Let's just say. Unless they're just, Oh, here we go. The Baywatch reboot series is slated to premiere on Fox in late January 2027. 12-episode action drama features Stephen Amell as an adult Hobie Buchanan. Oh my gosh, so it's not like a remake, it's like a sequel. Like adult Hobie Buchanan. Alongside a fresh ensemble cast. Okay, okay, I'm just saying, Hobie, you got, the actor who plays Hobie's got a lot to live up to because, again, huge crush on Jeremy Jackson when I was growing up. Apparently he turned out to be a real dickbag, too. But you don't know that when you're growing up. He's not bad. He's not bad. Let's get some... Okay, he played in Arrow. I don't really know who this is. Canadian-American actor. Let's get some images here. Can you be a good Okay. With that hair, yes. With that hair, no. My good sir, you need the hair in this right picture and not the shaved hair in the left picture. I'm sorry. You totally changes your face. Oh, and there's a picture. Oh my gosh, I'm kind of excited for this. I'm like low-key a little excited. I loved Baywatch. It was ridiculous. I had no idea this was coming. This is hilarious. Oh my gosh, that is so hilarious. I got the coin, right? I think I got the coin. That is gonna be something special. That's amazing. Baywatch is one of those where I'll go in with no like expectations because the original was so ridiculous. It's like, what could they do? Yeah, Stephen, is that how you say his last name? Amell? Stephen Amell? He played the guy in Arrow, or whatever his, is he called Arrow in Arrow? Stephen Amell. What is his name? I've seen Arrow. Oh, Oliver Queen in in Arrow. I was trying to think of what the name of the superhero was. So he played Oliver in Arrow. He's played in some other stuff too. Let's see. I actually have only seen a little bit of Arrow, but I hear it's really good. But I've just never like sat down and watched it. Code 8 Part 2, Calamity Jane, The Flash. He's not done a ton. He played Oliver Queen in Supergirl for like one episode, or not one episode, 3 episodes. Same thing in Batman. He played Oliver Queen. So he's played Oliver Queen in like a lot of his stuff. Legend of Tomorrow, Arrow, obviously. And then he did a couple other things. So Talk is Jericho, Heels, Calamity Jane, Code 8, Suits, LA. He was in 13 episodes of that, 16 episodes of Heels. So he's mostly done TV stuff. Little Lorraine, I don't know if that's a movie, that's 2025. So yeah, not a ton of stuff. Mostly Oliver. He's mostly known for Oliver. He'll fit right in with Baywatch. He was awesome in Arrow. Okay, good to know. Baywatch was pretty strictly to help young boys through puberty. Was it to help them through puberty? I mean, I don't know. Probably made things a little worse, I don't think. No, I always loved Baywatch growing up. I loved Baywatch. Like, it was ridiculous. But again, I didn't watch it for the reason why boys and men watched it. Oh, they're running. Yasmin. I watched it because I legitimately, like, I just thought it was amazing and ridiculous. Like, the stuff they got, like, into. And the stories, like, and the drama, of course, and the relationships. And of course, I thought the guys were good looking. Like, I was never a Mitch Buchanan, like, David Hasselhoff. Like, yeah, he objectively, is he good looking? Sure. Is he my type? No. But like the actor who played Cody, yeah, he's cute, of course. The Logan, even though he's an asshole with the Australian accent, come on, like, a lot of women are suckers for the accents. Okay, an Australian accent, British accent, doesn't matter. Accent, Irish accent, got an accent, you got it in with Americans, typically. But yeah, I loved watching Baywatch. I would go back and watch reruns of Baywatch. Like, it's ridiculously awesome. Like, that's the only way I can describe it. It's ridiculous, but also amazing. Like, what else is ridiculous but amazing? I was not into the Hoff. I know. I wasn't into the Hoff. Hasselhoff. Like, can I look at him objectively? Like, he's not an ugly man, but he's just, like, not my, like, I don't really have a type, but, like, that's not, like, I guess I have a type a little bit, and that's not it, I guess. I don't know. Like, objectively, I can say yes. Like, objectively, he's good looking. I understand why a lot of people are, like, have crushes on him or really like it, but, like, just not my personal physical body type, I guess. Hey, Boozy, how's it going? Morning. We were just talking a little Baywatch, which apparently is getting a sequel. Whoa! Not the movie, the TV series. David looks really bad with the facelift. The Hoff is too built. Yeah, the Hoff is just, I don't know. There's something about him. He's just not. I actually don't like overly. Let's take someone else. Jason Momoa. I'm not a big, like, he's not. Yeah, I knew you like that. Baywatch, dude. Objectively, Jason Momoa is a very good-looking man. Like, he's very fit. He's attractive. Like, but again, it's just not my personal. I don't like overly built, big guys. First of all, he's very tall. how tall is Jason? He's like super tall. I actually don't, when I'm dating somebody, I don't like a guy to tower over me. I prefer a guy who's like 5'10" to 6 foot. Like, I just don't, I like them to be a little taller than me. Like, I want to feel smaller than them, but I don't want to feel tiny compared to them. Like, I don't want to, not tiny's not the right word because I'm not a tiny person, but like, I don't want to have somebody towering over me. It makes me anxious. So I actually prefer guys. Like, everybody's like, oh, women like men who are over 6 foot and make, you know, 6 figures a year. That's not me. I don't care how much you make as long as you're paying your bills, and you're not a deadbeat. And I don't. And again, I'm not gonna hold it against you if you're over 6 foot. Like, I'm not gonna not date you if you're over 6 foot. But I just like prefer for you to be, you know, I don't want to be taller than you because I don't want to feel huge next to you either. I think this is actually a diggable, not on the. But I do prefer, like, if you're like 5'8", 5'9" to like 5'11", like that's a plus in my opinion. Like, for me, I'm 5'5", maybe 5'6" if I don't know. I'm stretching and I'm like tall. Maybe it's just so he's tall. He's just like a big guy. So like, even if he's not, but I'm thinking specifically like Aquaman, I guess. I don't know. It's just not my personal type, I guess. I prefer a little bit. I prefer a little. Slender is fine, but it's squishy, like comfortable squishy. Like, when you're cuddling with someone, you want them to have a little bit of, you know, you want them to have a little bit on them because you want some squish, you want some comfort. And also, I think a lot of women might find like really built guys like aesthetically pleasing and be like, oh yeah, that's good looking objectively, but like, we don't necessarily, because we know what that takes in the gym to accomplish. And I don't want to date somebody who's, you know, lives in the gym. I don't. I want somebody who's gonna like, being healthy and like is good, but I don't want somebody who's gonna spend 4 hours in the gym every day, you know. like, or a couple hours in the gym every day, 7 days a week. Like, let's get out and let's go hiking, let's go out on some trails, okay? Or, you know, let's stay in and cuddle on the couch and watch a movie. Like, I like a little balance, and I don't want somebody that's gonna have to be so disciplined with their regimen that they're, you know, they're in the gym, like, they legitimately can't miss gym day. Like, the guys who are like, and I love that for you guys, and there are women out there that are the same, that love to be in the gym like that, and that's like your good partnership. That's just not me. Like, I don't love going to the gym. I'd rather work out at home. I don't like being in a gym around other people. And so, like, gym culture is not part of my personality. And I don't mind if somebody loves to go to the gym. If you're spending an hour in the gym, like, you know, 4 or 5 days a week, cool. That, you know, that's your thing you like to do. But if you're like in the gym for 2 hours every day and like you can't miss a day, that's where I'm just like, ooh, this might be a little bit like, you know, that's drives me a little bit crazy. So like me, yeah, like me too. I'm a little squishy. But like, I don't know. Most women, I think, prefer somebody who's healthy and takes care of themselves, but they don't have to be super thin or super built. Like, you know. We like a little squish, okay? Because it means, you know, you're healthy and you're not gonna, like, you know, you're taking care of yourself, but at the same time, like, you know, you're gonna get an ice cream with us and cuddle on the couch and like watch a movie. Like, you're not like, oh no, I can't have carbs or chocolate. I know this is, so there's this professor. He's not a super nice guy either. He's the worst. Like, everybody who's super nice, but he was the worst one to deal with. And he's like, oh no, I don't eat sugar or chocolate or anything. Like, I don't eat anything, any carbs, any whatever. And it's like, that's their personality. And I was like, and he was an asshole. So I was like, I don't feel like that helps your case. And I was like, cool, glad that works for you and you're super fit and everything. But like, be a little bit more relaxed, I guess. I don't know. Boozy, thank you so much for being a member for 58 months. Insanity. Thank you so much. I only need to work out because, like, yeah, and I mean, I work out a couple days a week too. Like, working out is fine. Like, don't get me wrong, guys. I'm not saying like if you work out, like, that's a problem or whatever. I'm just saying I don't want to date somebody whose gym, like, the gym is their personality. Like, there are women out there that is, they love to be in the gym and they love to work out, and like, that's who's, I feel like, more compatible there. I'm just saying, for me personally, I don't want to date somebody that has to work so hard to keep that physique, because you really do have to work very hard. You have to be in the gym a lot. You have to be cutting calories. Like, you have to, it is very hard to keep a six-pack abs for most people. Some people it comes a little more naturally, but for most people it is a lot of commitment and work to keep that, and that's just a little bit, I don't know. If I'm gonna be with somebody, I want us to like genuinely like each other and be best friends and want to hang out and do stuff together. Like I don't want to have somebody who's like, they work 8 hours and then they go to the gym for 2-3 hours and like we never see each other, and that's like 7 days a week. Like that, I don't know. I want to genuinely, if I'm with somebody, I want us to want to be around each other. Like, I hear these couples talking, and they're like, they love it when their boyfriend or girlfriend goes somewhere or takes a vacation without them, and they're like, freedom, I get the house to myself. And I was like, I don't want that. Like, if I'm going to be with somebody, I want to be around you. And, like, yeah, we can have our own hobbies and do our own things and go on vacations with our boys or our girls or, like, our friends or whatever. Like, I'm not saying that we shouldn't, but I'm just like, I don't know. I don't want to be with somebody who's, like, has this thing that keeps them occupied for so many hours and they can't skip it. So it's like, I have to do this routine and I can't skip it. And that's just like not part of my personality, like to be in the gym like that. Now, if we were maybe going and getting some workouts in together, like that would be a little different, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm explaining that very well, but like, it just takes a lot of time and attention to keep up those sort of physiques. And again, this is the kind of thing where I'm not going to hold that against you. Like if I met somebody and they did like, you know, we could see if it could work out kind of a thing. But like, guys that are way taller and are built, I'm like, cool, impressive, but you're more of a museum attraction in my book. Yes. I don't even know why I'm weighing that my book is mostly women. Just hilarious. I think that goes both ways though, because you can have women who are very much the same way. And I would imagine if you feel that way, guys, you probably feel that way about women too, right? Like if the gym is their whole personality and they're super cut and fit, like, I think it's even harder for women to maintain a six-pack and like that kind of physique, because women naturally carry a little bit more fat on them because we have to, because we're childbearing, like, you know, we're able to carry and bear children, like to be able to breastfeed, like you have to be at a healthy weight. Like men can get their body fat percentage down much lower than women and be healthy, whereas women can't. I mean, it's not that you can't get your body fat percentage down there, but you're less likely to be healthy because your period might stop, like things that are like healthy for you as a woman might stop because you're such low body fat percentage. But yeah, I agree with you, Rose. I think it's exactly that idea of, yeah, you're pretty to look at, but I know what it takes to maintain that, and it's difficult, and I think that's a huge part of your personality. Now, that being said, there are people I know that, so there's this guy I follow, he's vegan, he has a page where he's vegan, and so he shows his like workout routines and his meals and stuff like that, and he's a very fit guy, and it doesn't feel like I don't know if it's his wife or if his fiance or girlfriend. I don't know if I think they're married. So I think Crystal, and she does work, so she'll go and work out with him too. It doesn't feel like it's so much of his personality that it's a negative, but he's also not like, he's not the body type necessarily I'm talking about where they're so ripped, they're so lean and ripped, they have like, you know, 4% body fat. So I think there's a balance for sure too. Hey B Weasel, how's it going? Welcome. But yeah, just somebody who lives in the gym that can't miss a routine and is like too overly disciplined, just I feel like wouldn't fit in with me because I am not that. And it's not that you can't have different hobbies and like likes with the person you're with, like you don't have to be doing everything together. But I just think that would be, I would feel like maybe, I don't want to say neglected because that's not the right word, but I don't know. I think it would just be a bit too much for me, knowing what that takes to maintain. Being so overly disciplined that like you can't have an ice cream, you know, with me. We can't just sit down and like have an ice cream on the couch together and like watch a movie. And that like, yeah, after work you're going to the gym for a couple hours and like I don't get to barely see you, and then it's like late and it's dark and it's like, well, we haven't spent any time, you know, we haven't spent time together, and I'm like, I want to spend, like, again, if that's the relationship, like I'd rather just be single, you know, I'd rather just be single and do my own thing. If I'm going to be in a relationship, like I want to like you, I want to spend time with you. I want you to like me and want to spend time with me, like, and we don't have to spend 24/7 together, obviously, but I don't know. I'll never understand the couples that are like happy when their significant other goes good, like is doing something or is busy or goes somewhere else. Like even if we're doing different things, like if you're gaming and I'm near you and I'm reading a book, like that's good. Like I just want to spend time. Like we don't have to be doing the same thing. Maybe I'm gaming and you're reading a book. I like, you know, maybe we're both gaming. Like, you know, but maybe we're doing different things, but we're just like in each other's space. Like that's what I like. That's when the gym takes over, like, unless you're competing what you're doing. Exactly. And it becomes your whole personality. And that's fine if that's what you like. Like, I'm not knocking it. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying, like, yeah, from a dating perspective, I think that's why a lot of women don't go. You see the women, like, that get interviewed and they show different men body types. A lot of the women go for the slightly squishy, like, you know, not overly built guy. And you know, men are like, what are you talking about? Of course you're going to go for the very fit. Like, that's what women like, but that's not what women like. I'm not saying we don't find it attractive or we wouldn't date you, or some women don't like it. But I think overall, like, most women prefer the balance, I think. Like, again, I don't, and this is not a knock to anybody because, like, I'm not thin, but I wouldn't want to start dating someone who's 400 pounds because I would be very concerned about their health and their longevity. Like, I don't want to date somebody I think is going to die of a heart attack in a year and leave me heartbroken. Now, that being said, if I was dating somebody and they gained a ton of weight, like, I'm not going to hold that against them either. But I want somebody who wants to at least try to be healthy, even if you're not, like, tiny. Like, I don't expect you to be, you know, a certain weight or look a certain way if you're doing things that are healthy. Like, are we getting out? Are we going for walks? You know, are you stuffing your face with McDonald's, you know, 3 times a day? Like, are you eating McDonald's once every once in a while? Sure, no problem. You know, are you eating fast food every meal and you're eating like 8,000 calories a day? No. Like, I want somebody who wants to, again, it's just a balance for me. I want to be able to go out and go on some trails with you and like go for a walk. You know, I want us to eat generally healthy at home and like make our meals. And then, you know, sometimes we're getting fast food or we're eating ice cream or we're eating cookies. And like, it just needs to be balanced. Like, I want you to be somewhat healthy because I don't want to start dating somebody and have you, I mean, you never know. Life, you could walk out and get hit by a car. But like, there are some things that you can do to, you can be 80 years old and you can be on 20 medications a day and unhealthy. And some stuff, and guys, this is not there are some things that people have, illnesses and things that happen that you cannot control. And I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about diseases you get, autoimmune conditions, like things that are outside your control. There is some things that you can control, though, to a certain extent, and some of that is diet and exercise. So, like, are you getting out and walking? Are you generally eating, you know, whole healthy foods? And you're giving your body the best chance to be healthy. That's what I'm talking about. Beyond that, if you get something like cancer, or you get an autoimmune disease, or you get something that is outside of your control, like, those are not the things that I'm talking about right now. But as somebody, if I was going to start dating somebody, like, are you taking care of yourself as best you can without going overboard? And that's what I like. Because if I'm with you, I want you to be healthy, you know, within your control, and live as long as possible because I want to be with you. Like, you know what? I don't want you to die in 2 years because you're so unhealthy that your body can't keep up, if that makes sense. I don't know if that rambling made any sense. But, like, obviously everybody could die tomorrow because you walk outside and a meteor crashes into your face. Like, you can't control those things. You can't control when you get an illness that is outside of, like, some illnesses you can, though. There are some things that you can prevent with a healthy lifestyle. There are some things that you cannot prevent with a healthy lifestyle. And so I'm just saying, my goal, because I'm not thin, I'm not tiny, is to give myself, my body, the best chance to be as healthy as possible as I age. And then anything that's outside of my control is outside of my control. And I'm not a size 6 or a size 2, or, you know, I'm not tiny. But I'm pretty healthy. Like, my blood work is all very healthy. Like, I walk often. I lift a couple days a week. You know, so I'm not tiny, but I try to be healthy. And it's the same thing from a partner. I don't expect you to be super physically fit and, you know, ripped and a certain weight if you are doing things that are healthy. Also, Jua, I think I said good morning, unless I said good morning in my head. Good morning. Actually, good afternoon for you. Hello. Actually, it's almost afternoon for me. It's 11:20. It is 11:20. Oh, what time is the live event today? Does anybody know? Because I'm... A rank 40. A little baby rank 40. Let's see if he runs up on me again. I'm happy to put a dynamite slug or a dynamite arrow into him if he does. If he leaves me alone, he leaves me alone. Alright, you running away and leave me alone, or do I have to put a dynamite arrow into you? I need to go buy dynamite too.
Yep.
I was just standing there. I wonder if I can hit him from here. Let's see if he quits out. This is what they usually do. There he is. He's not actually moving. Oh, he's moving now. He's running now. It's hilarious. Gotta love the little baby rank 40s. Alright, what were we going for? We were going for an alcohol bottle. Oh, it's not a Benedict, though. Oh, I can grab the card here, though. Alright, mind your business. Go about your day. Go about your day, good sir.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yep.
Alright. Card on the table. I didn't pick up the card, right? No, I was riding in to pick up the card. Somewhere. On the windowsill of the stables. Oh, there it is. And then we got the alcohol bottle. I'm gonna have to wrap it up here. 2 p.m. is the live event. Okay, it's 11:23. I'm gonna have to wrap it up here soon. I gotta grab some food. Also, I went to sleep with my hair wet last night, so I'm gonna have to. No, I have to say 2 p.m. Eastern instead of EST. You know what? I say EST. It doesn't really matter if we're on standard time or daylight savings time. I just say EST. I'm like, Eastern. Even though it's Eastern Standard Time and Eastern. I think it's EDT when we're on daylight savings time. Is that? I just never pay attention to that, honestly. I thought it was 1:55 p.m. Also, Cyber, I think I said hi to you as well, right? Howdy. If I didn't say howdy, I'm just like rambling on and on and on. I'm just rambling. Did I miss anybody else coming in? If I did, I'm so sorry. Hello. Weasel, I'm pretty sure I said hi to you. Welcome, welcome. Good afternoon. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's translating stuff. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, what is... You've got some weird characters in there, too. So you're saying YouTube is doing something. I mean, it makes sense. They're constantly messing with it. And not in a good way. I did a lot of collecting. How long have I been live? 2.5 hours? This is a good one. I could have done the collector run today, I think. You didn't say hi, Arlo. Sorry! I did in my brain. Sometimes I say it in my brain, but I'm talking at the time, so I file away to say it in a bit, and then I forget. Was that supposed to be play, or you must pay the price? Because lay the price, sounds a little sketchy. Google's auto-translating stuff in chat. Google needs to knock it off. Damn autocorrect. You must lay the price. Yeah, even Boozy gave the eyes to that. Hey, pay the price. Okay, because I ain't no cheap date, alright? my character feels hot. So I know I'm in this collecting outfit, but like I feel like my character feels hot. We need to go no sleeves. I'm always like, I think I feel hotter when my character feels hot, baby. Does that make sense? I'm like, yeah, I would be hot too. I don't know why my AC is not cooling down. I turned it down to 76. Like, what are you doing over there? You worked on 78 before. I don't understand what you're doing. You're new. You should be working better. Boozy, don't you give me that look. Hey, Solo, how's it going? Ooh, Nigel West Dickens.
Yep.
Dude, you know what? Instead of a Red Dead 3, honestly, I'd really just like an updated Red Dead 1 with like courses from Red Dead 2 and the mechanics of Red Dead 2. Can I just get that, please? I'd be so satisfied. I don't even need a new story. Just give me an updated Red Dead 1 and that will hold me over for a while. Any news on Red Dead 3? No. I imagine we won't hear anything for a few years, at least. At least not until GTA 6 is out as well, for sure. But I imagine it'll be I would imagine if they're going to do a Red Dead 3, I know there's articles out there like Red Dead 3 confirmed and they're working on. I was like, I imagine like it would be a few years before we heard an announcement from Rockstar. If I had to like guess. And it certainly wouldn't be before obviously GTA 6 comes out and the hype of GTA 6 dies down a little bit. I would like to play a young Nigel. That would be kind of cool, I think.
You use it.
Sure. I don't want a young Dutch. I'm so... That was not the guy that killed me. I think that was this guy, because rank 40. JVG. Rank 3. That's hilarious. Any concept of Red Dead 3, some notes written on the napkin in someone's pocket right now. 100%. That's why when you see, guys, when you see all these articles that are like, Red Dead 3 confirmed, it's like, don't click into them. They're clickbait. They do be clickbait. Or some hay. This guy literally just started the game over here. He's rank 3. He literally just loaded in from the intro. This is his first. He's going to, or he stole the horse maybe already. Does he have? Oh, no, he might have scrawny nag. He might not even have done the horse mission yet. I don't want to freak him out or anything. Oh, he's doing a hideout. Good for him. I was gonna go do this hideout, but like he needs it. He's rank 3. He needs it. Oh, maybe he's not doing it. What's he doing? Yep, scrawny nag. That's so funny. I would love to see someone do a total remake of Gun. I've heard of that, but I've not played it. Alright, I kind of want to go do this hideout if he's not going to do it. This guy probably doesn't have the ammo to do this anyway. You can come loot these bodies though if you want. just killed him. What is happening with my sidearms right now? They're broken.
Death is coming for you!
Death is coming for you. Here you go. I'll loot the leader, you can loot everybody else. Come loot the bodies! Where'd he go? I left him for you. Come loot him. Come loot him. Come get him. Get him, get him, get him. Yep. Go get him. I left him for you. Sunny over here. I hope it's not too hot when I have to go out. Ooh, I don't even know. I've got my blinds are down. I don't even know what it is like out there. It looks like it's sunny though. Gun is a great game with an all-star cast. I'll have to check it out. I heard a lot of people talk about it, but I don't actually know what it is. That was a good uppercut, wasn't it? I break your hand though. Oh no, my Criollo's having some troubles, guys. My Criollo's not doing well out of here. By the way, just a little self-defense tip for all you people out there. Punching people in the face is not really that good for you. So when you punch people, you have a lot of tiny bones in your hand, and your skull is thick and heavy. So when you see in a movie people like punching with a closed fist into the face over and over again, that's not super realistic because you're probably breaking something. Better to hit with an open hand. I feel like in this area, Mustangs do so much better. Mustangs do really good with this kind of terrain. My Criollo is not faring so well. Elbows. Elbows are good, and open hands are good. But if closed fists, not so much. Unless you want to break your fist. They could use the original dialogue and cutscenes with today's technology. Yeah, palm strikes. Yeah, just anything like to the nose. Like striking someone with the palm of your hand into their nose. Much better than punching them in their jaw with a closed fist. Elbows, also what Cyrus said, particularly good as well, because you get the pointy tip of your elbow, the pointy end. But yeah, you're punching somebody in the jaw, you might hurt them, but you're going to hurt you too. Movies are very unrealistic when it comes to that. You know, when I first played Red Dead 1, I could sort of what felt so familiar, and it was gun. Being an armadillo was like a part of gun. Trippy when I realized that. I don't know why. I think probably why I haven't heard of... There's a lot of games I haven't heard of or played of because I didn't play a lot of variety of games before Red Dead. I played mostly horse games, or like, again, when I was younger, I played Mario and Legend of Zelda and Shining Force. But then there was a big period of time where I didn't play any variety other than horse games. So I played all the original or early stuff, and then like my 20s and like early 30s, it was just like PlayStation 2 horse games. So like Gallop Racer, Jockey 1, like Mary King's Riding Star, like all of those type of eventing games and racing games. And then, so there's a whole genre in there that I missed out on. And that was, again, probably like late teens, early 20s to like early 30s. And then I got into Red Dead 1 and then Red Dead 2, and now I play a lot of variety. But like there was that gap in there that, yeah. Some of the like early like PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, like early Xbox, like those platforms where I missed a lot in there. Oh, Roy, well, I've been going about 2.5 hours now. Oh, I never pause that. How far behind is my stream? It can't be that far behind. I'm still over an armadillo on the... No, okay, I'm standing there. I was just behind on the little thing there. All right, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up there, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. Appreciate all of you. Now that I have my AC again, I could potentially throw in some Fortnite streams this weekend with the bonuses and stuff, but I don't know if I will or not. But if you want to hang out and chat and you see me go live, I'll post it in Discord, just in case you don't get a notification. Because you won't always get a notification if it's not my regular stuff, but I always try to post in Discord if I'm going live, just in case you want to come by and chat a little bit. I did get Ghost of Yote, the updated version, which... I don't know. I don't don't remember if that's coming out September 1st or October 1st. Do you know, Cyber? I will try to stream that because I'm very excited for it. I love Yote. 47 days. October 1st. Okay, so October 1st is when that releases. So I'll try and do some of that, but obviously that's a little bit further away. So thanks again, guys. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend, and hopefully I will get to chat with you all soon. Bye, everybody.